Hello, everybody. And yes, Truffle, Josh is not here. He's out with his friends enjoying himself. We're going to miss him tonight, but at least he's out having fun. That's all that matters. That's all we care about. Hello, Tina. Hello, Reagan. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our YouTube weekly recap. This week was, the end of last week, kind of. The beginning of this week started out pretty dramatic, and then it mellowed out. And there was not so much drama happening, but we got some things to cover still. I hope everyone had a great week. If you guys did not check out the Why YouTube series, which this week was on Claire S. Bear's channel, you got to go check it out. It was a very, very good panel tonight, and it was much needed conversations that we all needed to have around YouTube about doxing, about what we're going to talk about first, because that's actually the first thing that happened, which is the Trisha Paytas meltdown and all of the stuff that's been going on with that, and essay cases, and should people, be not believing her, looking into everything, all of that great stuff. Oh, Reagan, thank you. I appreciate it, babe. I'm so happy to have you here. So let's begin with the craziness that started this Sunday. So this Sunday on Twitter, Trisha kind of had a meltdown. Now, I've made a video. It's sitting. I keep adding to it because more stuff keeps coming out and stuff. And it's not that I'm scared to release it. I just don't know if I want to put it out there, because I put it from every perspective. I believe my opinion is that Trisha was SA'd. I don't know if it was the teacher or not, but I do know she has had tragedy. So that's kind of where this stemmed from. Ethan, so mysterious, made videos about all the allegations, done the research, she Googled, she pulled up everything, she put it all out there in a whole series that she has now since had to remove from YouTube, but she does plan to put it back out. So, in the process, Ethan decided to remove one of the Frenemies episodes because she blatantly calls the teacher out by his name. Since all of this has come out, also, Moses' ex-girlfriends, Moses is Trisha's boyfriend or fiance, his ex-girlfriends have come forward and accused him of way different things. And those allegations have come out. Text messages are shown. I have all of that in this video. I have all of the evidence, receipts, all of that. Trisha, I will show you these right now. So there was text messages that went back and forth between Ethan, Gila, a couple other H3 members, and Trisha. I will put these up on the screen to show you guys, because these, I believe, are the most important things to show right now, because this all happened. So Trisha posted these to her Twitter because Ethan had said during their conversation that this was not a private chat. So she got scared that he was going to put it out, so she put it out before him, which is understandable. So let me pull up the first parts of part 1, text 1. Here we go. And then we'll just go down the line with all the text messages. Okay. Hello, Rachel. Glad to have you. Reagan, I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate you resubbing and rethinking why you subbed in the first place. And I hope that you do see that I am still the person that you loved and adored when you first subbed. We have a lot of fun here. There's no drama on this channel. And I hope that you enjoy all the fun times that we do have. And Josh usually is here with us, but he is, like I said, out with his friends this weekend, which he needs some, time to hang out with real life friends. But I'm really glad to see you, and I appreciate the support. I really do, as my neighbor drives by with his crappy car. Okay, so this is the first text message. So this is Trisha. I'm begging, and it says pleasuring. It should be pleasing, but we all know her autocorrect probably goes to pleasing a lot more than pleading. For the last time, to never mention me in passing again. Moses is now being falsely accused of the R word, I was the M word as a child, and the family had no idea. And now they're getting harassed because you guys are allowing the subreddit to post his name. Contradiction right here. She said his name multiple times, multiple streams. I'm happy that the frenemies was taken down. I was told inaccurate information, as I often misspoken on situations that I just believed without researching. I had reported this M word as a teenager. There are reports of it. What she means by this is she had told people, just Google his name. All the allegations come up. They don't. It's a completely different person. And that's what Mysterious did show in her videos. Since all of this has come forward, I have seen also lots more people coming forward are also saying, yes, I was also SA'd by this teacher as well. So that's why it's like a thin line. Did it or did it not happen? We need to believe the victims. That's the bottom line. So it now says, every single time you guys make jabs at me, the hate riles up. They have doxed Moses's ex-wives. They are tweeting to Morley's dance company that he is an R-wordist. All of this is stemming from the H3 subreddit, and you continued mocking of me. So what with the H3 subreddit, apparently they have access to delete posts and all of that. Now, I do agree there should be maybe one person or multiple people that take turns to go through the subreddit and take out things that are unnecessary. But people are going to say what they want regardless, whether it stems from the H3 subreddit or not. She continues with, I have ceased talking about you. I will never get the rest of my life mentioned. I will never get the rest of my life mention your name and will ignore every question. This is too much. And then it says, this girl has a lawyer to sue Moses of R-ing her. Even having it go to court will jeopardize his status in this country. I hate to say that, but that is Moses and that girl's issue. That has nothing to do with Ethan and Gila. You're going to be on Claire's channel the next few weeks? Oh my God. Definitely going to check it out, Reagan. I love Claire's channel. I love the asshole stream. I love all of that. I love the midnight stream because I'm up late. So definitely check out Claire's channel and look for Reagan on there for you guys. I definitely will. I can pull it up real quick. I have her channel link. Let me just pull that up really quick. And then we'll continue on. Which you guys need to go to her channel anyways to check out the Why YouTube series. If you missed it today, like I said, it was a much needed, amazing stream. And I can't wait to see what happens after the series, because we have been talking about maybe continuing to do something after. Because everyone loves us on there together, and we all like doing it for you guys. And that's what matters the most, that we can all come together and have fun and do all this amazing stuff. Yes, I have it. Here is Claire's link to her channel, if you guys don't already have it. Oh, definitely gonna check it out. I can't wait to hear it, Reagan. Okay, so let's see. I'm definitely gonna be there. Look for me in the chat. And then it says, do you want to see this happen? Like Ethan can stop this. I know you check the subreddit. I know you have control over these things. But if the girl is getting a lawyer to sue Moses, how is Ethan going to stop that? Just saying. When you don't talk about me, this stuff dies down. I'm pleading with everything I have. What do you want to stop this? I will pay you every cent I have ever earned from the frenemies back to end this. I will put out whatever statement you want me to make. I just need this to stop. It's not funny anymore at all. It's very serious. So this is, it looks like a tweet. This artist, Moses, has been accused of the R word. Please remove him. H3 subreddit. And then it just says, send emails, tweets to Trisha's sponsors. Don't let Trisha weasel herself out of this one. Attack her money. I knew a kid just like this in elementary school who saw a lot of inappropriate stuff at home. To me, this just confirms that Trisha's garbage pail mother created this absolute mess of a person. Like I said, these are people, these are their opinions. It's going to be said, whether it's said on the H3 subreddit or somewhere else online. Unfortunately, that's how this world works. No problem, Truff. Ooh. What'd you make for dinner, Rach? I'm kind of curious. I got Chinese food. Okay, the next text message now is Ethan. And it says, you need to make a statement on the Mr. Blank stuff. I'm not going to say his name. You guys can see it, though. And Trisha says, you do not get to tell me what I need to talk about. I've talked to his family. They were unaware of the report I made as a child. They want it to go away. You do not get to tell me how I handle my essay. Now, Ethan's only telling her that she needs to make a statement because that's why the H3 video got taken down. And that was a big thing that was said in Mysterious's video, was that her accusations of what happened to her by this man were looking to be untrue. And all he was telling was that he had to make a statement, that she should make a statement. Ethan then says, this is FYI, not private chat, so don't assume you have the right of privacy, and I will share these screenshots if necessary. She says, wow, I'm pleading for you to just stop, please. Aw, thank you, Rang. I love Claire, too. She's a wonderful person, and that's an amazing journey that you're going to be telling us about. Josh will love that too, because I have ADHD, he's autistic, and we both have anxiety and depression. So we will definitely be there. Cheeseburger, hamburger, helper. Ooh, I love that stuff. So then this is her next part 2. These are all the other rest of the tweets. And this is where it goes into the wow, I'm pleading for you to just stop. Please, I'm pleading. This is not funny, any of it. I'm actually distressed. Please, I'm begging you to just stop talking about me. Please. I tried calling you, Ethan. Please. Ethan says, anything you want to say? Anything you want to say? It should say in writing, please. And she's like, I'm saying it. I'm pleading for you to stop. Why can't you? Ethan said, okay, then no need for phone. She says, why can't you just leave me alone? Please. Everyone you talk about me, more of this comes up. I'm pleading for you to stop. Why can't you? And yeah, the same part, okay. Everyone you talk about me, more of this comes up. Moses being accused of the R word. That would have happened regardless if Ethan was or was not talking. His ex-girlfriend was already talking about this before Ethan brought up Trisha. Just saying. It's too effing much. You can record or call. I don't care. I'm sincerely begging you for this to be over. Now, this is when Gila comes in. Gila says, my mom is having a mental breakdown and my whole family is basically broken down. Welcome to the club. You're not the only victim here. Start taking responsibilities for your own actions and stop blaming us for everything that's happened to you. And same for Moses, who is not in this chat, but I'm sure he is reading it. And I'm sure he was reading it as well. She says, I have, and I stopped. I stopped 3 different times. Gila says, little too late, which it is a little too late. Yeah, I agree with what Xylee said. Gila is not messing around. And it seems like when Gila opens her mouth and Trisha hears it, Trisha kind of stops and thinks about what the hell she's doing. Like, Gila dropped the mic on her at this point. And then Trisha says, please just do the same. It's not. It keeps going and going and gone. Gee. I think she meant and going and going and going. What do you want? Moses in jail for a crime he didn't commit? How does that have anything to do with them? If the ex-girlfriend is going to sue, how does that have anything to do with Ethan? I'm just kind of putting it into perspective for all of us. Gila says, sorry, you also don't get to tell us what to do. And that is correct. She says, I'm not. I'm asking, like pleading. Ethan says, how do you know he didn't do it? And that is a great question. How does she know that? Yes, that is your boyfriend. When you are a ride or die type of person, you are going to ride or die for your boyfriend, fiance. But when you're also when you're a victim of SA yourself, and these people are saying he did that, and your motto is always to believe the victim, why aren't you believing them, Trisha? You can still be behind your boyfriend and support him, but you also need to believe the victim. Hello, Kirsten. Good to see you. You're not that late. Don't worry. So then Ethan says, yeah, what he says. And then Trisha says, if you guys ever texted me, next page, he didn't. They're texts. How do you know? He has so many. I saw all the texts. So did I. Wow, you guys know him. Whether you know him or not does not mean it didn't happen. You can still support him, yes. I would still support my boyfriend even if he was going through all this shit, but I'd also tell him to his face that he was wrong for doing what he did. And if he did do that, he needed take accountability for what he fucking did. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's just how it is. And then Ethan says, I thought I did. I don't know him. I believe the victim. Trisha says, you are falsely accusing someone you know. You don't know this person. OMG. And then this was another little part to the tweet. So you don't believe the victim this time. And I believe I have that picture. Let me pull it up. Yeah, it's not gonna. Oh, these are the last of the texts. I'll pull that picture up in just a second because that goes to the end of these. Okay, and then Gila says, you are sending her hate nonstop. Think about what you're doing. Trisha said, I haven't said anything. Gila said, calling her a stalker, because she did. I love this. My boyfriend texts me all the time. I'm ducking. And I'm like, ducking, and I'll send a duck emoji. I'm ducking, stopping everything. We know what she meant, though. I just want this to end. And then she says, I'm pleading. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm asking. Like, effing please. Ethan says, and you would do if you actually cared about victims. You hypocrite. Shame on you. Shame on the both of you. I'm trembling with anger and disgust. Shame and sadness. She says, what? People lie. People do. She has a point. People do lie and people do. That's why you need this to do. They need to do the investigation behind all of this. It's a very true fact. People do lie. And there are some women that will lie about stuff like this to get back at somebody for just revenge. And it's scary, but it happens. But you should always believe the victim first. Let the evidence do the talking afterwards. This is someone you know. What? She says. And he said, I thought it was. Your whole Reddit is saying I lied about being M-word. But believe all victims, right? Okay. His Reddit is saying it. Not Ethan. The Reddit is saying it. Why can't you just leave this alone? Like, it's too far. And then he says, your accusations don't line up with the evidence. I'm still waiting for you to clarify. So he's not saying that he doesn't believe her, but as of right now, things don't line up with the evidence that is out there. And all he wants from her is to clarify it. Like, tell him, why is this not lining up? Why? Like, the whole telling people to Google search his name and it's actually somebody else. That's all he's trying to say is, like, clarify it, make me understand. Because he wants to believe her. He had believed her. And now things aren't lining up, and all he wants is to find out why these things aren't lining up. That's how I see this. And then she said, you can hate us. Ethan says, I owe you nothing. She says, fine. Oh my God. Okay. And Ethan says, shame on you both. Shame. Now, let me pull up that one last photo, which was tweeted by somebody that got the rest of the conversation for some reason. And I know it is saved as a photo. Here it is. That's kind of funny. She does say in there. So she had set a tweet. I swear I saved that. someone else found like a hypocrisy in part of that tweet that I'll show you as well, where she says, oh yeah, that's part of the tweet that, never mind, that's part of the tweet that was what we saw. This is the one I'm talking about. Okay, so I do have it. I have the right one. So let me share this. Share screen. Now, this was part of her messages that she had sent, and they kind of circled it, so it's a little hard to see. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. And this person says, your message. His reply was, you need to make a statement on the person's name, stuff. And your response to this, you do not get to tell me what I need to talk about. What the F, what the F. I feel like gaslit just reading these texts. But what she had put in the text was, what do you want to stop this? I will pay you every cent I ever earned from frenemies back to you. I will put out whatever statement you want me to make. I just need this to stop. So when I can see where Ethan's reading it and saying, okay, well, you need to clarify. But then she's like, you can't tell me what to do. Well, you just said that you would put out whatever statement you want me to make. So that was, I saw that little bit of hypocrisy, and I was thinking, yeah, that's kind of crazy. And I kind of agree. You're saying, I'll put out whatever you want. And then he's saying, well, clarify this. And she's like, no. You can't tell me what to do. It's like, wait. I had to point that out because I did see that and I agreed with this person. So along with these beautiful text messages, she also put out, I believe it's 7, it might be 8 different videos on her Twitter page. It's literally her having a mental breakdown. It really is. She is hyperventilating. She's having an anxiety attack, and she's just pleading and begging and saying the same stuff that she said in these texts, that she just wants it to end. She's blaming everything on Ethan and the subreddit, and saying that if Ethan wasn't talking about her, then the exes wouldn't have come forward, which, again, they were already in the process of coming forward before all of this crap with Ethan happened. It's a lot. It's a lot to this. And that's why I decided to make the video. I'm probably still going to put it out. I do want to tweak a couple things before I do put it out. And a lot more has come out. And if you go through these texts that she's put out, Ethan's tweets, people have put more stuff in them where you can see other people now coming forward saying that this teacher did this to me as well. You can see other people saying these people are lying. It's a very thin line. What needs to happen is, unfortunately, the police do need to get involved. That way, an investigation can be done. That way, if something did happen, these women can get justice. And if something didn't happen, the family can feel more at peace because, unfortunately, the guy has passed away and they're living with this, did he or did he not do it? And it's sad. It's sad that any of this happened. Again, I believe Trisha was SA'd. I don't know by who. There are plenty of videos from her past that we can't judge because she could have said in her past, nothing ever happened. These are just fantasies I had. Nothing ever happened with any teachers, not until college. Like, I have those videos. Those are also in the video that I made. But it's just for context purposes because she always said this. But I've also put in the video that just because she said this does not mean now she has not changed her mind and wanted to come forward because now she believes something else. Maybe she's opening her eyes and realizing what happened to her was actual SA and not her just fantasizing and wanting to be with these teachers just as much. The guy that Trisha is accusing of SA, the teacher, yeah, he's passed away. If you Google his name, the obituary comes up. But she was trying, so there are other, she also said that he got arrested for CP on his work computer. Now, there are stories from people in the town. There's a girl whose father was also the chief of the town that they lived in, and he remembers kind of vaguely the story. And he said that he never got charged for having CP on the computer. Never got charged for it. There was allegations. There was an investigation done, and what they came to a conclusion at that time was that there was a link sent in the email and he had clicked on it and it was people trying to set him up. So that's why he was never actually charged for it or arrested and put in jail for it, because it wasn't true. Trisha has said plenty of times that this guy had gotten arrested for it and that he did time for it. But yet he was still a teacher with a clean record for years and years after. Because I have that as well. People put his record up of his teaching career. It's a lot. There's just a lot to this. And unfortunately, I'm not an investigator, even though I am kind of investigating it because I'm interested to know what is going on. But people... Now, we talked about this tonight also on the Why YouTube series. People trying to cancel her for these allegations is wrong. There are other things. If you really wanted her canceled, there are way more other things you can go and talk about that she's done to people to cancel her for. It should not be SA charges. That's just wrong and crazy. It really is. It's true though that she has done way more shit that you could cancel her for. And I'm not about cancel culture. I hope that Trisha can clean up her act in her channel and do what she needs to do to be better at what she's doing. Right now, because I do pay attention to Trisha, she is still live streaming a lot, but you have to be like a top tier member to be able to see these videos and live streams that she's doing, which is $24.99 to be a top tier member. So unless you pay her, you can't be part of these streams, which kind of stinks. So she is still out and doing YouTube, but she's not making it public, which is her choice. It is. It's her choice. Yes, it was an amazing conversation, and we all had our own opinion about it, but we all were having that adult conversation that needed to happen, and how we told each other how we all felt, and we all understood that we were allowed to have our own opinions about it. And that was why this conversation was amazing, because we still all came together and had fun and discussed it. And these are hard things that need to be discussed. And people don't normally do it on YouTube. So if we can come together and talk about these hard subjects like doxing and the Trisha stuff, these are good conversations to have. And that's why I love doing the series with them. It's a lot of fun. And we are touching on a lot of subjects that most people don't want to talk about. Yeah, Xylee is fun when she's riled up. She's fun when she's not riled up, too. I love Xylee. So, that was Sunday's crazy. No, I don't want to show the Trisha meltdown videos. They will be in the video when I release it with a trigger warning because she is having a horrible anxiety attack. Now, me personally, I don't want to broadcast my anxiety attacks for the whole world to see. She chose to do that. Whether it was to seek attention or to get her point across, whatever the reason was that she did it, she was the one who put her having a meltdown out there on Twitter. I have it in the video so you guys can see everything for the timeline. I don't want to play them tonight because I don't want that to bring not like a bad vibe to our stream, but just we don't need to watch her having a meltdown because honestly, when I saw her having an anxiety attack, I cried because I know I have anxiety. I know what having an anxiety attack is. I felt her pain. But in the same sense, too, it's like she kind of brought this on to herself, and the things that she's accusing them of doing, they can't really stop. Yes, they can remove the post from the subreddit, but those posts will still be out there. These people that want to talk about it will still go and talk about it no matter what platform they're on. It's okay, Rach. I get it. You got the kids, girl. You got the kids. You're feeding them, too. You're a good mama. So, that was, like I said, Sundays. Also on Sunday, we had the VMAs, which me and Josh talked about the VMAs, looks and things like that. It was actually, I think it was a great VMA, performances, the people there, all of that. Nothing was really said on the YouTube streets about that. But on Monday, we had the Met Gala. Now, there were a lot of people and YouTubers kind of upset or were not happy with the influencers that were attending the Met Gala this year. So before the Met Gala actually happened, a seating chart went around where they were putting influencers next to big time celebrities, and people started going crazy and getting upset that, for instance, Dixie D'Amelio was next to Taylor Swift. They were like, why would you do that? So people were getting upset. And then there were people that were just upset about why are some of these influencers even invited to this? Well, the Met Gala came, and the couple influencers that did go, like Nikki Tutorials, she was amazing. Everyone was happy to see her there. People weren't too happy about seeing Dixie or kidding. I'm forgetting her name. I have it. But, Nikita Dragon, she was supposed to go, and she ended up not going, but she played it off like she was going to go, and she even tweeted, I'm just running late, guys, and played it off like she was going to actually go and didn't go. That was kind of funny. But Addison Rae was the one that people weren't happy about her being there. Her look didn't look anything like the theme. It was too plain. And why would you have Addison on there? So that was kind of the talks on the YouTube street this week about why would you have some of these influencers that aren't really true influencers attending the Met Gala. There are better influencers out there that you should have invited. And then they were mad about the seating chart, which was a fake seating chart, come to find out. The ball gate? What's the ball gate? Oh, the Met ball gate. The ball gate. That's a good word for it. Nicki Minaj's friend's cousin purported reacted to the COVID. Oh. Well, Nicki was, so Nicki was also, these are also things that happened too. So Nicki was invited to the Met. People were upset, Katie Joy, because she wasn't attending because she was not vaccinated. So to go to the Met Gala, you needed to be vaccinated. So KJ was mad because she's not vaccinated. Well, that's her choice, just like it's our choice to get vaccinated. She made a big tweet about it, and then she's brought up Nicki Minaj's boyfriend's allegations that are going on. But she also brought in the whole fact that Nicki wasn't vaccinated in the same tweet. It didn't make any sense why she did that. It was just to get look at me kind of thing. But yeah, she was mad. And it's okay, it's Nicki's choice not to get vaccinated. The reason why she's saying she has not gotten vaccinated is because she wants more research on it. That is her opinion. That is her choice. The Alexandria Cortez dress. Okay. So you're going to a Met Gala. Yes, exactly, Rach. That costs $30,000 a ticket, where you're around a whole bunch of rich people, but you have a dress on that says tax the rich. People were a little confused and a little offended by her dress. It's her opinion, but she didn't have to blast it like that as well. And what do you think that these people that are attending the gala are going to say to you about it? You're going to have people coming up to you, and you're going to have a lot of other people talking about it, which I guess that was her plan, was to get people to talk about the issue. But there are other ways to go about that issue than who only her, they say her annual salary is $100,000 that she makes, yet she's paying $30,000 for the ticket, but yet you want to tax the rich. It made no sense. It made no sense. And everyone was talking about that. Yes. It was kind of weird. I mean, if you wanted to have a dress like that, you should have made the dress more blingy and outlandish, not just a plain little white dress with white writing. That's my opinion. Even Todd Chrisley talked about it, which Todd Chrisley is next as our topic. So if you did not listen to Todd Chrisley's Chrisley Confessions podcast, we have a portion of it. I say we because I'm so used to having Josh here. I have a portion of it for you guys where he talks about Katie Joy. We're going to learn a little bit of thing or two about what's going on with Katie Joy that Todd knows. But Todd does mention in the podcast about her dress and the taxing the rich stuff at the end. And it's a great podcast. So if you haven't heard it, take the hour to put it on and kick it and listen to it. But we're going to listen to a portion right now. So let me get that for you guys so we can listen together and do the oohs and ahs together. Because there's some stuff that he knows, and he put it out there for everyone to know what is going on with Miss Katie Joy. And I think it's great. Todd is really going to get to her. He's going to get Katie Joy. Katie doesn't know it now, or she thinks that he's not going to get her. KJ, I'm telling you, watch out for Todd Chrisley. He don't F around. I've watched the Chrisleys on TV, all of their episodes, over and over and over again. He does not F around. But we find out, I'm going to break the news now. Yes, she is going to be sitting for a deposition for the Georgia case. But he is in the process of also suing her for defamation in Minnesota, which is a good state to do it in. Just saying. So let's put that on for everyone here. It's right here. Let me add it.
And the biggest thing is people are like,
I knew it was going to start. So let's turn up the volume. I got to turn up mine. We're good. And let's play it. And I'll pause it and we'll talk in between.
oh, well, you signed up for this.
No, you didn't sign.
P.S. His wife is not there this week. It's his daughter. So Savannah was on Chrisley Confessions this week with him. They didn't say where his wife was this week, but I just know that Savannah was sitting down with Todd this week. So that is Savannah, who you hear.
Sign up to tell everybody your personal business. No, you didn't. You're just a nosy bitch who wants to know everybody's personal business. But we don't owe you that.
What he just said.
And, you know, speaking of nosy bitches,
Facts,
we can talk about Katie Joy now.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, folks, everyone that listens to this podcast knows that this vile human being who makes up nothing but lies, just again for clickbait. You know, she does it for clickbait because, you know, she's trying to make a living, and I don't fault people for trying to make a living.
Facts.
But I mean, the things that this woman makes up and the lies that she tells are just crazy. But now I guess she's going after this woman, you know, she's going after someone else, and it's on that, Sister Wives or something. And so Katie Joy posts because now she wants sympathy.
Which Katie Joy made a comment about Kim Kardashian, her outfit for the Met Gala looking like something from LuLaRoe, which Mary Brown from the Sister Wives sells LuLaRoe. And that caused, so I guess Mary Brown was doing a live stream on Facebook, and guess who decides to go? Miss KJ, and starts putting stuff in the chat and kind of harassing her in the sense. And Mary says, I have that clip for everybody as well, so I'll play that afterwards of Mary in Without a Crystal Ball, all of that stuff. But her fans were like, you should sue Without a Crystal Ball for defamation. All of Mary's fans were saying that. So this is where he's talking about that right now.
Folks, she doesn't understand why people call some agency, numbers. I guess Child Protective Services or something, you know, on her all the time. She doesn't, the police come to her house all the time. She doesn't understand why people dislike her so much. She doesn't understand why people on Twitter are so mean to her. Let me let you in on a secret, Katie. People don't like nasty, vile, ugly people. People don't like people who find comfort in other people's misery.
Facts.
People just don't like you because you don't like yourself. Because if you liked yourself, you would not be attacking everyone on social media. From your living room, by the way. You
said it exactly.
Which has a bad sofa and bad throw pillows and looks ratchet. But regardless of that, I'm doing better than you, and I'm negative $5 million. Remember that. But with that being said.
Which is a joke because someone made a comment that Todd Chrisley's negative $5 million, and they laughed about that prior to them talking about Katie Joy.
She's now crying, saying, Mary Brown are currently encouraging her to sue me. They're falsely claiming being sued by multiple people. Katie, honey, learn to count. Multiple is anything past one.
Hello, Selfie Queen and Truffle. It's on Amazon. I'm going to have to watch that for us. I can't with Todd. I know. He's crazy. Yeah, she's it's her office, but yeah, it does look like a living room. I mean, the dogs hang out in there. It could be our living room. It could be her second living room, or the den, as my parents used to call it.
One. You are being sued by multiple people.
She is.
There are 2 women that are currently getting ready to file defamation suits against you that your attorney reached out to their attorney trying to get them to settle with you for an NDA, and you would never talk about them again.
Okay, so this is where I am like, okay. There are two women that Katie is trying to get signed NDAs, but they're in the process of actually suing KJ. Who are these two women? That's what I cannot wait to find out. Right? Oh, Rachel, that was the best comment. Yeah. Katie, I'm doing better than you, and I'm allegedly negative 5K.
It's not going to happen. They're not going to do that. They're suing you for defamation. Yes, I know. I've got the inside track. Unlike Katie, I do have the inside track. And you are going to be sued by those two people. And you're already being sued by a guy named Steve. That's
Steve McRae. Yes, we know.
3. And the mother of all lawsuits is getting ready to land on your attorney Graham's desk by my attorneys, who I retain in Minnesota to come after you for multiple claims of defamation. So now this.
Woohoo! I'm not saying it as. Listen, it's about time, because KJ says a lot of shit about a lot of people, and she needs to realize what she says. There are people that believe her, and what she is saying is not true. And when you are, as what we say, public figures or a creator on YouTube, and you're putting out false allegations and false claims about people, you do need to be held accountable. And that's something that, even like with the stream on Wednesday where we were talking about, it's like, how come people can make up crazy allegations about people and say the meanest, harshest things and nothing be done? Well, there gets to a point where karma comes and bites people in the ass. And this is kind of KJ's karma. She talks a whole lot of shit about the Duggars, makes up a whole lot of lies about them, and nothing has ever been done. Well, you messed with the wrong guy. I hate to say it.
Means that in this lawsuit, folks, we get to request tax returns. We get to request bank accounts. We get to request and subpoena YouTube for how much she's made off of YouTube. We get to compare that to how much she has shown on her taxes. We get to put everything that comes from this lawsuit. Keep in mind, folks, Katie claims that she gets everything she reports about me from public record, or the video that she did saying she'd been on the phone with Lindsay Chrisley Campbell for all day, where she was giving her all this information about me and the rest of the family. And she was just.
So you said, I've heard the other could possibly be Sherelle, that she's allegedly hired Salt. Yes. That's what I was thinking too when he said the two people. I was thinking Sherelle, because I know Sherelle hired Salt, but we didn't know for what. Someone mentioned Leslie Bass, but he said she's emailing Todd to try and get. So we'll hear it in a couple of seconds. But Todd says that he's trying to get at least 12 people on this case as well. And if he can't get 12, then the other people can do what they need to do to sue. But if he gets 12 people that have allegations of defamation from Katie defaming them, that he will pay for their cases. He'll say that in just a minute.
Trying to figure out, it was so much she was trying to figure out how she was going to organize her thoughts and get the information to you. Now, folks, remember, we're in the midst of depositions with this whole Georgia Department of Revenue stuff right now. So we've now had successfully 4 depositions. One of those depositions is my oldest daughter, Lindsay, who I understand does not wish for me to refer to her as that, so I'll refer to her as Lindsay.
But that's his oldest daughter.
Lindsay has now been deposed, and the question was asked. Did you ever share personal information about your father, Todd Chrisley, or the rest of the family with Katie Joy Paulson? No, I did not.
So you're saying that your daughter said under a deposition where you should not be lying that she never gave Katie Joy any information about her father. Okay. So why does KJ say that's her source? Good question.
Now, folks, here's the issue. That was either a lie or
True.
Katie Joy Paulson lied. Either way, we're going to find out who the person was that lied. And that's going to be found out in deposition and through the subpoenaing of records.
I believe she locked down her Twitter again, but I can tell you right now. Let me see. It'll take me a second. It looks to be like it is. I believe, yeah, she locked it down again. So she unlocked it last night for a good couple hours. And then she locked it down. And then she unlocked it and relocked it. And it looks like her without a crystal ball one is not locked down. So the without a crystal ball official is not locked down. You can see that one. And the other one, which is her backup one, let's see, I believe that's the one that's locked down. Which she has me blocked on this one. Yeah, she blocked my personal. Which I have never said anything to her to be blocked. So that was kind of funny. But she blocked my personal account. Which I was so shocked that she blocked my Jacci Sunshine Twitter. I was like, wow, KJ, how did you know? And this one looks to be her second one. No, that's the video. I don't want to see the video. I want her Twitter. I hate when that does that. Why can't you show me? Here we go. There we go. Nope, it's taking me to the YouTube video. It's not taking me to her Twitter. Because we have the KJ tweet bot on our Discord. So usually you can just click on what she's tweeting and it'll take you there. Aha, here we go. No, this is taking me to her YouTube. I don't want to go to her YouTube. Here we go. KJ on Twitter. Four times the charm. That is the one that is locked down. So her Katie Joy without a crystal ball is the one that's locked down. Her without a crystal ball official is not locked down. So she locked one and unlocked the other. Yeah, I'm shocked I'm not. Why would she block me on one but not the other? And I followed her on both. I was a little okay. But hey, that's why we also have the KJ Discord bots that will put all of that in there. Right? You love me yelling at my computer. Just imagine me yelling at cars. That's what Josh loves when I take him on car rides. And I'm yelling at all the other drivers. Well, I'm finally in the club. I can finally say I'm in the KJ. I'm blocked by KJ club. I didn't know that until the other day, but I'm blocked by KJ. Look at that.
Now, Katie has been placed on a spoliation notice. She knows that she's not supposed to delete things. We have been sent information that she has. We're going to vet that. We will ask the court to bring sanctions against her. But going back to her statement that she has posted.
See, now, like, that's the only thing. You said that you got blocked, right? I didn't say anything. It's not fair. I didn't say anything. I got blocked. I wish now I said something so I could have just gotten blocked and still been able to have said it to her. But I got blocked just because maybe I don't know. Because I probably liked something that one of, like, the people said. Like, I hearted something, and she blocked everyone that hearted that comment. And that's probably how I got blocked.
That they are falsely claiming that I'm being sued by multiple people. You are. They're also falsely claiming I lost lawsuits. I'm merely speaking about a docuseries and the reports of LuLaRoe's lawsuits. No, you're not. Anyone else can see what you're doing. You're trying to destroy someone else's livelihood, the same thing that you complain that everyone else is doing to you. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I love that he is calling her out on her BS, and he is telling everyone what she is doing. People are not as dumb as KJ thinks they are. She thinks that she can twist and turn things to make it fit her narrative, but he is calling her out, and this is what everyone sees and the reasons why we do not like some of the things that she does. Oh, I get it. See, yeah, but still, come on. That means she's looking then at their stuff, Reagan, to know that you talk to them, and that's why you're probably blocked. Oh, wait, I haven't yet, laugh aloud. I have talked to, okay. You're not blocked yet. Okay. But see, I've only liked posts made like by probably like the crusty memes or what's the other I've liked other people's comments that they've made about KJ, like the memes and stuff. So she probably like saw all the likes underneath that comment, and that's how I got blocked. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know why she blocked me, but that's the only thing I've ever done was like a post that or two or three that they said, like, KJ, you're a hypocrite. You've done this. And it's like, yes, she has.
Now, I'm going to be posting an email address on my Twitter because you people are blowing me up on social media and I cannot keep up with all of it. So I'm setting up an email address that my attorneys will have access to where all of this information that you guys are sending, you will now send it to this email address. And for any person that's ever had any issues with Katie Joy, that she has falsely accused you of things or that's tried to intimidate you by using the system to file false TROs against you by making up claims that are not true. I mean, folks, the things that we have all the way from detectives to police officers to fellow YouTubers to just plain citizens of the United States of America that this woman has gone after is bad.
Police officers. Oh my gosh. Well, we kind of knew that. I mean, yeah, she has gone after a lot of freaking people. A lot. And this is where he talks about the 12 people.
And all of these people are reaching out to us. So if she goes on her Twitter and she goes on her Instagram, which I'm not going to pollute mine.
I love the email name too.
All of that mess.
Yes. If you have been a victim of Without a Crystal Ball, please reach out to Todd Chrisley at victimsofwoacb@gmail.com. Thank you, Rachel, for reminding me. I love it. I love that's like the Gmail that he came up with. It's so great. It is. It's kind of funny, but it's great too.
you know, and says that she doesn't have these lawsuits. Well, technically she doesn't right now because they're in the process of being drafted. But her attorney has been, you know, she sent out this blanket thing of, I don't know, her attorney, Graham someone, sent out this stuff about that to all these people trying to get them to shut up. You know, that's basically
the KJ letter that went around saying that you're not allowed to delete any communications or anything that you have on Without a Crystal Ball to all the people that we named last week. There's a lot. This is where he also mentions one of my other favorite YouTubers that we all love here too, Emily D. Baker. I'm like, Todd Chrisley knows about Emily. Oh my God, thank God. Are you wearing your petty pants tonight? I have mine on all day. I have my petty pants on, my sweatpants petty pants. I love them.
Basically, all that it was trying to scare people into not speaking anymore. True. Well, that didn't work. Well, you know, her attorney is Graham Martin in Minnesota. And so I'm represented by Robbins Kaplan. Mr. Graham was placed on notice on September the 13th, 2021, that all of his communication would now go through Charles Goki, which was in Kaplan. And it's just a long letter that I'm not going to get into, but basically.
So since he is filing in Minnesota, he has to obtain a lawyer in Minnesota. This is now his lawyer for the KJ lawsuit in Minnesota. That's all he's trying to say right now.
My attorney, in a polite but very straightforward way, educated this attorney and told him that basically he didn't know what's sending me, that I had no obligations to hold on to communications with someone that I've never had communications with in the last 5 years. Don't even know these people, never met them. Just because someone sends me information through my attorney, I think that falls under attorney-client privilege because it doesn't come to me. But at any rate, my attorney did educate him, and now, you know, he now knows, your attorney, Katie, now knows that I'm represented by two of the best in the in your state. And they have been charged with filing a massive lawsuit, because I love how you talk about you have assembled your team. Your team doesn't even want to be your team. Your attorneys don't want to represent you. Surely to God, these attorneys have enough sense to see the derangement that comes out of your mouth.
I kind of agree there. I don't even think her last attorney wanted to represent her, let alone these attorneys, which I still have not found out proof, because it was thrown out there that the Graham Martin is like her brother-in-law. I'd love to know if this is a fact. So if anybody has ever seen that evidence, please send it to me, because I'd love to know for a fact if or not he is. Because it was thrown out there that he was. We don't know for a fact. But yes, burn, baby, burn. Yes.
And the things that you say and do with YouTube.
There was a commercial. I paused it. Don't worry.
Filing our complaints with YouTube. We're going to subpoena all the records from YouTube. We're going to get all of the revenue that she's generated, and we're going to show the spikes when she used our name to generate that revenue, so that we can form a basis of how much we're going to come after her for. But we're going to file a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against her for damages to reputation.
Oh, damn.
The things that this woman says about people, she can't even prove. And here's the thing about slander. It's not slander if it's the truth. You cannot prove that what you've put is the truth, or that what you've said is the truth. So, and the beautiful thing is that we're now trying to move this to a class action status. We're up to 7 people now.
7.
We would like to get to 12. And if that happens, then I will fund this litigation and we will move it forward in a class action style. If we don't get to that number, I will focus on my damages and let the other 4 or 5 people that's going to file their suits. But either way, when she says that she did multiple lawsuits, technically, and that's where she tries to get off with things.
Yeah, wow. Yikes. 7, exactly. So they're up to 7. If he gets 12, he will fund the whole litigation for all of them. I'm pretty sure it's not that hard to get the couple more people. 5 more people. That's all he needs. This is where I'm like, Jim Bob, get a hold of Todd. Because right there, you got 19 kids and counting. No. You got 19 right there. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, come on. 5 more people. That's all he needs. And I'm pretty sure he'll get that 5. And right now, while we're talking, real quick, Selfie Queen Cindy, who is in my chat, which I love and adore her, she will be doing her second live stream on Sunday, and I will put her channel in the chat. So you guys need to go check her out on Sunday when she does her live stream. Her first one was great, and her second one will be even better because there's a lot to discuss. And she and me I talked about it on Wednesday. She'll be talking about it on Sunday, but people just need to stop being bullies. That's it. We'll continue this after the Chrisley stuff, but here is her link to her channel. Check her out if you haven't already.
Technically, she doesn't. She only has the one with this Steve guy. But she has mine coming, and she has 2 others coming that she's trying to stop right now by offering NDAs, and I'm told that neither of these women will sign an NDA. Now, there was another lady who I have now come into contact with, who I love, and if you guys don't know who she is, you should follow her because she is entertainment at its best.
Yes, I got
Emily D. Baker.
Definitely checking that out.
I encourage you to go listen to her podcast that she did last week, talking about this. I encourage you to go listen to her podcast that she did last week. We'll sign an NDA. Entertainment at its best.
There we go.
Emily D. Baker.
Woohoo!
I encourage you to go listen to her podcast that she did last week, talking about this letter that was sent by her attorney Graham to all of these people that have nothing to do with what she's talking about. It was just people she wanted to shut up and intimidate because she thought that she was rich by getting an attorney to do a blanket letter to send to every person that she wanted to send. Because for some reason, I think she thinks that she's, classified or in the elite group if she can hire an attorney. Let me just tell you something, folks. Nobody wants to hire an attorney. If you're having to hire an attorney, you know that you're having to spend money. Yep. So I look forward to seeing how Katie's going to pay for these bills that we're getting ready to rack up with, because my attorneys are going to keep her.
Rachel says, wait, what if the second female who denied an NDA from Katie is Amy Duggar King? KJ always says they're friends and talk, etc. I would die if it were her. So would I. That would be insane. What if some of the things that Amy has said to her, she's lied about? I wonder.
Attorney Graham, very, very, very busy. Between my folks at Balch and Bingham in Atlanta, folks with the new law firm in Minnesota, those firms are going to keep her extremely, extremely busy. So I will post that new email address on my Twitter, and it'll be posted sometime today or tomorrow whenever I get around to it. And then you guys can send everything that you want to send when you want to send it, and our folks will go through it. And if there's anything in there that I feel that's worthy of me reporting about, then I'll report back to you. Now let's talk about the Met Gala. Did you watch any of it? I had to put that one little part in. Met Gala. He says Met Gala. Met Gala. That's so cute. But yeah, that's the end of the KJ news from the Chrisley Confessions podcast. So we learned a lot that Todd knows what he's talking about.
and to not mess with him. I hope it's from one of the, that's what I'm saying. If he needs 5 more, I mean, he could just recruit 5 of the Duggars of the 19 and counting that they have that she's, talk shit about. There you go. There's the other 5 that you need. And they're all kind of on the same network-ish. TLC and USA and Bravo and all of them are all on the same kind of network. Because if you don't know, Chrisley Confessions, Chrisley's Knows Best, their show, airs on USA, but Bravo and TLC both play recap episodes of the Chrisley Knows Best TV show. So that's why I think, and it's all on like the same Peacock and Discovery and all of that. So, I mean, technically, you could just call one of your TV people and call the Duggars and see if they want to join. This might be something Jim Bob will say yes to because he knows then he has all these other people that are going after her as well, and he's going to win. Because that's why I think Jim Bob does not press charges against KJ, is because if he doesn't know for 100% guarantee that he's going to win, he's not going to do a lawsuit. He's not going to bring it into the public atmosphere. And everything that is going on, yes, with Josh, even though Josh is wrong for everything that he's doing, but all the other crap that he's talking about the family, like her talking about the Duggars, not all of that is true at all. For instance, we talked about this last week, the Joanna stuff with the kitty in the box. She made allegations that those cats were in the box for minutes upon minutes upon minutes, which come to find out they were not even in there for a couple seconds, and the box was open and they closed it really quick so the kids can open it, and it was only closed maybe for 10 seconds before the babies opened the box. It's crazy, the stuff that she comes up with. What is it? Mary Brown, and that's why KJ is going after her right now, because she's maybe it is, but they're also just saying that she's going, that could be a reason. Someone else said it could have been Little Miss Noble and them. We will find out eventually who these 2 women are, but there's apparently 4 too. So 2 right now that won't sign, and there's 4 total. So we're going to figure out all of this, and the names will definitely be coming out, and I will definitely be keeping all of you guys posted on this for sure. I mean, she does talk a lot of shit about the sister wives. Definitely can be. But yet, she also went into Mary Brown's live on Facebook this week and started trouble there. So if she's trying to get Mary Brown to sign an NDA, but then you're going to her Facebook starting trouble, that's not how you get people to sign NDAs. Just saying. Just saying. You don't do it that way. Oh, yes. So, next thing we have coming up in our week. So that was Todd Chrisley on Wednesday. He put out his podcast. We also found out on Wednesday, which I just got the court documents not even half hour before the stream. But we found out that Trisha Paytas is being sued by Anna Campbell, along with all the other women who spoke out against Anna Campbell earlier this year. So all of the court documents, I literally got like a half hour before the stream. I was listening to Emily D. Baker talk about it before the stream, and it seems to be a very interesting lawsuit, and I am more than happy to put all of these papers in a video for you guys to check out and talk about what they mean and what is going on there. But it looks like Anna is going after people for defamation, a whole bunch of stuff. It's a mess. That's gonna be a mess. Yes, and KJ with the Swanson stuff, that's a whole fucking mess too. Because Emily was also talking about how new filings were done in the Nevada, where it's Tati versus Swanson, but the California one is also almost coming to an end, which is Swanson versus Tati. But the Nevada one is where KJ is saying she didn't lose, the case got thrown away. No, you guys came to an agreement when Tati brought her case over against you in Minnesota. You guys came to an understanding and an agreement that Katie would give all of the information that Tati needed about what Swanson gave her over to her. That was the agreement, and that's why the case got settled. The case did not get dropped. The case got settled without having to go through the court system because KJ gave them what they wanted. Unbelievable. Yes, and I will say, Truffle, that she had to take down her videos about Anna, but it had nothing to do with the lawsuit. Because people were in her comment section saying, did you take down the videos because you got something from her lawyer? No, Xylee did not get anything from Anna Campbell's lawyer. It was nothing to do with that. It was more of the crap that was happening behind the scenes and all the crap and the people going nuts about her even covering it, that she was getting a lot of backlash from Anna Campbell supporters and fans and stands and all of that. But it was nothing to do with her getting a lawsuit. And that's her choice. And it was a great series. And I feel bad that she had to remove it. But we're still, just know that the Anna Campbell series was great. And maybe she will one day release it. Hopefully, again, we will see. But yeah. Yeah, Katie has not learned a damn thing. That is for sure, Selfie Queen. And if any of these lawsuits, if she needs to learn, when people are suing you, you need to shut the F up and don't talk about it. Who cares if other people are talking about it? You're a public figure. People are going to talk about your case. That is something that happens when you have cases as a public figure. People are going to talk about it. You cannot stop people from talking about it. And maybe you should have thought before you acted, and you wouldn't have been here in the first place. But she will never change. You're absolutely right. She will never change. She's going to still talk about her cases. She's going to deny, and it's only going to make it look worse for her. I mean, the best thing to say is nothing at all, and she will not learn that, but we can only hope. But yes, with the Trisha Anna Campbell stuff, I just got all the paperwork. I'm going to go over it, and we will definitely be going more into detail about why Trisha and all the rest of the girls are getting sued by Anna Campbell and all the paperwork and all of that. So that seems to be a very interesting case. I'm glad that I got all the paperwork for you guys so I can look into it and we can discuss it. So that's another defamation case. There's a lot of defamation cases going around, and people need to realize they cannot put out false information about other people. You can have your opinion about somebody, but putting out false information about people to tarnish their reputation, that is not something you should do. You wouldn't want it done to you, so why are you going to do it about anyone else? Whether you're a small YouTuber or a huge YouTuber. If you do not like somebody, move on. There is no need to talk shit and defame somebody just because you don't like them. That's kind of bullying also. Defaming is a bully tactic, in my opinion. You can have your opinion and you can give your opinion in a nice format, but you should not be bullying, harassing, or defaming somebody. That is just your way of knowing to us when someone does that, that they have some bigger issues in their own personal life that they are going through, that they're taking it out on other people. It's still not right. It's not an excuse. If you're defaming somebody and you're making up shit and you're bullying them and you're harassing them, you need to stop whatever you're fucking doing and look at what is going on in your life and fix that. You should not, it should never get to that point. Never. I can have my opinions on Katie Joy, but I'm not going to sit here and bully her or harass her or defame her. I'm giving my opinions on her. I'm not saying anything that's not true. And when I don't know something, like I'm saying, Graham Martin, I don't know if that's her brother-in-law, I'll say it. Unlike people that'll just be like, yeah, it's her brother-in-law. Like, that could be defamation in a sense. But no, there's a lot of it going around, even in the small YouTube community. And we talked about this also today on the Why YouTube series with the whole doxing and all of that. And if you see somebody doxing somebody or just doing something that's not right, would you call it out? And I am now going to be calling that shit out. Not maybe on my channel. If I see it and I'm in somebody's chat and it's happening, yes. I might call it out on the channel. We don't want drama here. We want to have fun together. So it will depend. We'll definitely talk about it, that's for sure. But we here can talk about it like adults and have an adult conversation. And that's the difference. That's why I love the small little community that we have, because we talk about everything and we understand everyone's allowed to their opinions. That's why I love it here. But yes, if you don't like somebody, just move on. There's no need to talk shit, bully, harass, or defame. And KJ needs to learn that lesson along with a lot of other people. Because you know what happens? Shit like this where you're getting sued and you're going through lawsuits and you're paying money out of your pocket to have to do this because of what you did. And that's unfortunate, because I was talking about this with Josh earlier. It's like, because I had some in real life issues that happened today. And it's like, people in real life will just come and like be a bully to you and to your face. And if you're going to bully me to my face, I'm going to do what I got to do, whether it's beating the crap out of you or tell you to your face, you're being a effing bully. But online, you can't do that. You can't defend yourself. And when you defend yourself, you look like the bad guy. It's a hypocrisy online. But we have every right to defend ourselves, just like we would in real life. If somebody is doing something nasty and vile to you, you have every right to defend yourself. Should they be doing this? No, they shouldn't. It's called being an adult. If you don't like someone, move on. That's my theory of the night. That's my theory of the night, guys. But anyways, Tina just sent me a link, which I know Charlotte was talking about it. The Gabby Petro, the one that's been missing. It looks like the police just went into her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, like his home, and he is not in the home and he is missing, the lawyer says. So it looks like they're both missing. This is very interesting. I definitely will be looking into this case, because they were doing like a cross-country trip together, and they were on their way to Yellowstone when she disappeared, and they stopped hearing from her, and apparently they haven't heard from him, and now he is missing. So both of them are missing. So this is a crazy, crazy thing that is happening. Petito. Okay, thank you. I say things way wrong. I make up my own words for stuff, which you probably know by now. But thank you. I appreciate that, because if not, I'll be saying it wrong my whole life. Petito. Yeah, they didn't even know how to road trip properly. Yes. But where would he go? So he's now missing now 2. Laundry, like laundry. Some people say laundry. Okay. I can't pronounce February. And that was my thing. So when I worked at a law firm, like people's last names are crazy. They're crazy spellings or crazy ways to pronounce it. So I would always make up my own word for their last name. No, you're not being a jackass at all. No. This is just who I am. So for me to remember, for my memory, I will make up an easier form for me to remember. And that's just that's just how I am. And I forget to, like, sometimes I need help from you guys. I do, because I want to get the names right, because I can't always just make up the names how I would say it for YouTube. I need to actually be proper with pronunciation, where like me, I'm like, okay, Petito, like, and I'm saying Petro, because I see it in my head as that, so I'll remember it when I see articles and things like that on her. You're not being a jackass, Rachel, not at all. I love you, girl. You're helping me, and I appreciate the help, because like I said, I need it. Just like I helped Josh with his pronunciation. But then again, they got words over there in the UK that I'm like, wait, that's a word? Your last name gets mispronounced all the time. It's one syllable, for crying out loud. It happens, though. It happens. Hello, Rebecca. Yeah, that poor girl. All I wish is that she's all right. They find her. It is certainly a strange story. I know Charlotte has covered it. I know a bunch of other YouTubers have been covering it, one being Katie Joy, unfortunately, but I wouldn't take her word for anything. It's just so strange, all of the evidence or their investigation, what they have that they're putting together, it just does not make any sense. He flew home to Florida, and he had his dad clean out his and Gabby's storage unit, and then flew back to Utah to meet back up with her. That info has only been in a couple news articles and podcasts. No, I did not know that. So he flew home to Florida. He and his dad cleaned out the storage unit for him and Gabby. Helped, and his dad cleaned out. Okay. And helped clean out his and Gabby's storage unit. And then he flew back to Utah to meet back up with her. Wow. I did not know that. I'm going to put that on the screen. That is crazy. Yep. See, Josh always calls you Kristen, and I say it's Kirsten because the I comes before the R. So I've had to correct Josh on that. But I did. That's just me knowing, him not realizing too. It happens. Just like the way I spell Jackie, Jcci, people say JC, and it's all good. It's just the way my friend shortened it, because the way I used to spell it was with a Q, a U, an I, and an E, and they'd forget each letter or another letter, and it was easier to shorten it just to Jacci. So now people will be like JC when they see my name and don't realize my name is Jackie, and it's all good. It happens. He lawyered up as soon as he got home. Wow. It was also her van. Yes, I did know that. And her dad got into a public disturbance at the boyfriend's parents' house the night before they reported her missing. I heard about that. Yes. There are so many crazy details with this case. It's so, yeah, Tina does watch a lot of building buses channels, and she watches a lot of those YouTube channels. She does. That's why I want to look more into this, because there are just so many details, and I need to literally sit there and either copy and paste or write the details down, so that way we can kind of go over all of the details that everyone is putting out for this case, because there are just so many. There are so many for it's such a crazy story, and there's so many different details and different things that people are saying, or they've seen, or they've heard, or they did. It's so crazy. I don't know, too. I couldn't imagine if it was a friend, because I don't have any kids, so I can't even imagine if it was one of my kids, but just having a friend go missing like that, I know it. I'd be going crazy looking for her. I'll tell you that. I'd be going crazy if it was one of my friends. My friend and her wife are remodeling a school bus right now. Oh my God, that's so cool. Tell them to make a YouTube video. There you go. Tina will watch it. I'll watch it. That's so cool. A school bus. Are they like remodeling it to be like a home kind of bus, or like a camper kind of thing? School buses, I've seen some of the things that people have done with school buses, and you can make it a pretty nice house. That's for damn sure. Like a small, tiny house on wheels. You can do a lot with a school bus. Yes. I don't think I can make a video like that to save anything. Yeah, I appreciate you sending it to me too. There's so much, and I appreciate all of you guys. If you guys want to send me whatever details you have about this, I'll compile it all together. I'll put it in a Word doc, and then I'll do some research also and go over everything that I find, and we can come together and go over everything together. I'll do a special stream just for it. We could do it on Tuesday or something, or even this weekend if any of us aren't busy. I'm not really doing much this weekend. So if we want to do that and come put it all together and go over all the research, because there's just a lot going on, and it's I just want her to be found safe. That's all. And at this point, the way all the evidence is looking, it does not look good. And I hate to say it, but it doesn't look good. And I just want the best. No one wants to see anyone go missing. No one wants all these details and accusations and allegations and things like cleaning out storage sheds and things like that. Like, there's just too much crazy shit that it just does not look good. Yeah, I agree. Tina, you're right. If it was my daughter, even if it was my friend, yeah, he would be tied up in a chair somewhere. Exactly. You don't do that. No. I mean, even my parents, they don't live in state anymore with me. And if they don't hear from me for a day or two, they go ballistic. Like my dad, you guys know, he called on Wednesday night, and I answered the phone. I'm like, Dad, I'm doing my YouTube show. Thursday night, he called, and I was like, it was Thursday morning, not Thursday night, Thursday early morning. And I'm like, gosh, I'm sleeping. Leave me alone. He blew my phone up 8 times, and I finally answered. I'm like, what do you want? I'm sleeping. Because it was like 7:30 in the morning. He's like, I haven't talked to you. I'm like, you talked to me last night. He's like, yeah, but you said you were busy. I said, yeah, I was. But yeah, even if I don't talk to them for a couple days, they worry. And they have every right. They're my parents. So I can't only imagine not hearing from your kid for even a couple of days, let alone this long. It's insane. Yes, some schoolies that are, yes, they are. I love looking at the school buses that they turn into homes. Those are really cool. Yeah, to travel, and they're making it like a camper house. Oh my God. Tell them to just record it. I'll help them edit it a video if they want. Put it all together, all the pieces together about how cool. Oh my God, that's so cool. If I didn't find him someone I know absolutely would. My girls are protected. Yes. And I would be fighting for your girls too if it was one of them. And that's why we need to do our due diligence here as a YouTube creator on this channel and look into what is going on and see if there's anything that we can do for her by just putting some of these pieces together. Not that we're investigators, but we might see something, hear something that maybe helps them or helps somebody try to find her. Because at this point, all we want is her found. I do have a great dad. He also called my boyfriend too when he hadn't heard from me after like the 6th time, and then he called me back a 7th time. That's when I answered the phone. My boyfriend was at work. He's like, yeah, I'm at work, guys. She's probably sleeping. At least my boyfriend knew where I was. But yeah, no. They make sure to talk to me, especially with me having epilepsy. And see, I used to be at home until I moved out last year. And they know how my seizures can get. So they worry that because they're not around me that I'm not telling them when I'm having seizures, which sometimes is the case. But I do eventually tell my grandmother, or I'll tell my dad, and then it gets back because I don't want them to worry about me. I get it. I'm 34, but my parents are still going to worry about me. I get it. And if I don't tell them, Jake will. So it happens. Her family is planning a ground search in Utah. Oh my God. See, and if I wish I wasn't over on the other side of the country, because I would also go and help. That would be, gosh. They're going to New Mexico. I told them to bring me back peppers. Ooh. That's cool. A dude ranch. Ooh, that sounds cool too. I can't wait to be able to go over to the West Coast when Tina finally sets a date for her wedding so that I can come to the wedding. Then I can hang out for a bit and she can show me the West Coast because I've never been out west at all. And then you guys can get to hang out with me and Tina on a live stream together. Maybe I'll just even record her wedding for her too. Ah, who knows? Yes, no, that's going to be fun. I'm making sure you set that date and we're going to have fun doing it. So it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, Dude Ranch sounds fun too. Like, do you guys remember the TV show Hey Dude? It was like on Nickelodeon. And it was like on a dude ranch and stuff. That always made me want to go onto a dude ranch, the Hey Dude show. Oh my God. Minnesota. That's where KJ lives. No, don't go to Minnesota. I'm just kidding. Right? Yes. Hey, dude. It was such a great show. Oh, I'll take a pit stop in Chicago. Chicago's not that far away from me. It's really not. It's maybe 8 hours. And to me, that's not far. That's like me going to Maine. I go to Maine every year. So me going to Chicago to see you, that's not a problem. That's an easy pit stop for sure. Yeah, Nickelodeon. Hey, dude. Yes, see? I wonder if Hulu or one of those TV shows, like TV networks, has that show on there. Because I would love to watch reruns of that. It always made me want to be a cowboy. Be on a dude ranch. It looks so much fun. Hell yeah. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. As long as it's not Turnabout Ranch. Yeah, not Turnabout Ranch where Dr. Phil was sending all of those girls where that crazy doctor was. Yeah, no. As long as it's not Turnabout Ranch, you're absolutely right. That's a good one, Rebecca. I forgot about that one. Yeah, no, Minnesota's not that bad. The only bad thing about Minnesota is KJ. Literally. And she's a tiny piece of Minnesota because Minnesota is a huge state. As long as you avoid where KJ is, you're good, which that's a little area. She has a house and she doesn't leave her house. So you're fine. Ooh, well, that's good that you're close to the airport because I'm probably going to leave out the airport down by the street for me, which maybe you'll have to do a pit stop because it's an airport it's a tiny airport where you have to do like a pit stop to go to your next destination. So I'll make the pit stop Chicago, and then that way I can go right from there to see Rachel and then get back on a plane and then go see Tina. There we go. I got it down. Anyone seen Cowboy Bebop? Yes. I remember Cowboy Bebop. It's been a long time though since I saw that as well. Oh my God, my brother was obsessed with Cowboy Bebop. Yes, the Sister Wives. I don't know if did they leave Utah? I forgot where they were. They moved recently. I don't know. We never hear much in New Zealand. Yeah, so the Sister Wives were in Utah and they moved. Let me see. Sister Wives location. They're in Vegas now, yes. So they were in Utah and now they're in Vegas. I knew that they had just moved. I watch the Sister Wives every now and then. If it's on TV, it's not a show that like I DVR to watch kind of thing and make sure that I'm watching it, but I do watch them. Does she fly the pride flag at half mast if she's out like the queen? I don't know. We'd have to find out. That's a good one. Yes, they moved to Vegas, to Nevada, then moved to Arizona. They keep moving on me. Yes, see, I knew it. I remember that whole, like, they didn't want to move, and then they didn't have the house near each other, then they wanted a compound where they could have all the wives on the same land, and who didn't want to, who did. Yeah. Mormons in Vegas, what a mismatch, right? Hey, anything's possible in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's the glory of it. But yeah, so that's pretty much the weekly recap. Like I said, it started off with a lot of drama with Trisha and all of that crazy crap. And then it kind of like dulled down this week, with just a couple things that had happened, which that's usually how it goes. It's 1 week, a whole bunch of drama, one right after another, to a bunch of not so much drama. They were almost charged with criminal charge for being... Yes, they were. I think Cody was in the news this week, but I'm not sure why. Ooh, where's my phone? My phone will tell me. I have this app that does all of like the TLC shows. Go figure, right? Which, if you are a TLC show watcher, and I know KJ talks about them, but you don't want to listen to her coverage of them. But the Commentary Zone, which is Jamal, the Dark Magician's channel with Debbie, they go over all of the TLC shows and all of the housewife shows, all of that good stuff. So if you like to watch a lot of TV and you want to talk about like My Big Fat Fabulous Life, I Love a Mama's Boy, any of the Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of whatever, they talk about it all and then some over there on the commentary zone, which I love, because then I know that I'm like not watching. Like when I'm watching, like, okay, other people are watching this too. It's just not me catching it. It's them too. I love it over there. Because then I can talk about my Real Housewives stuff. Like, oh, did you see this on the Real Housewives? Let's see. Josh Duggar, hand scar photo drama in court hearing update. That was 2 days ago. If I put in Sister Wives, it'll come up with all the Sister Wives stuff. Ooh. Who would have known? Oh, look. 7 hours ago, Gabby's body cam. Brian Laundrie didn't believe in her blog dream. Insider had a body cam. Told police her downer fiance didn't think she could make it as a travel influencer, according to body cam footage. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to mark this story that I need to read this. Yep, add to favorite page. So that's something I will go over. Portia is leaving. And Cynthia wasn't asked. No. No. Portia is leaving and Cynthia was not asked. What is wrong with them? That's crazy. That's what Gabby said to a cop. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, because it looks like it's a cop car that she's talking in. It's the body cam footage. All right. Well, oh yeah, they got the whole, it's Fox 13, her in the back of the cop car. On August 12th in Moby, officers considered charging with domestic violence after she said she had slapped Laundrie during a dispute and he hit him again while they were getting pulled over. The officers declined to charge her after she told them she had no intention to physically hurt or impair Laundrie. Laundrie had stopped her from getting into the van earlier by telling her she needed to calm down first. I was trying to get him to stop telling me to calm down, she says on the footage. Well, that is a good thing to look at, and it has all the camera footage. So that's what my plan for this weekend is. I'm going to compile all of the stuff on Gabby and him, all of the investigation stuff, all these news articles that are coming out. I watched the whole hour-long police cam footage, and it made you effing sick. Okay. I will keep that in mind when I watch it. I will keep that in mind. The big question, will Erica be back? I agree. Will Erica be back with all of this court shit going on? I was surprised, honestly, because they were filming season 2 when all the stuff happened with Jen with Salt Lake City. I was surprised that she even continued with the show after all the court stuff for Salt Lake City, knowing like that was going to be a big topic. But Jen kind of seems like she likes the spotlight on all of that kind of stuff from Salt Lake City. I do like the new girl, Jenny, on Salt Lake City. I think she's very cute, and her and Meredith have a nice little relationship, and the kids, and I think that's cute. So we'll see. We'll see how Salt Lake City goes. All of Jen's court stuff happens on season 2. So we'll see all that go down and when she gets arrested. I think Erica, if they don't ask her back, if say they give her a choice, I think Erica would come back. One, because it helps with the income, but two, to prove to people that, look, I can live without him. I'm a strong, independent woman. I think she would do it if they said, like, hey, do you want to come back? I think Erica would. But we will all see. And Kenya won't have a storyline. Darn it, moved on me. Won't have a storyline without Portia to moan about. That is true, Rebecca. That is so true. And Kenya's been on for a long time. She was on like the dating show, and then she then did the Real Housewives. But you're absolutely right. She won't have a storyline without Portia. She'll come up with a new one. Maybe the new girl that they replace with Portia will be her next storyline. But the cops focused on a few scratches Brian had, but didn't focus on a reason witness called cops and what Gabby told. Oh no. Cops were called because witness seen him shove her and locked her out of her van, and she tried crawling through the window. Gabby told cops he grabbed her face, then shoved her. Oh my God. Gabby was freaked out because he threatened to leave her there alone. That is scary. You're going to take the man and leave? That is very scary. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking. I'm going to start looking at that as soon as I know. Emily D. Baker talked about it a little bit too tonight on her Friday night Coffee and Cursey Words or whatever that series is that she does on Friday nights. I know she talked about it. She talked about Trisha and Anna Campbell. She talked a little bit about Swanson, maybe 5 minutes about Swanson and the KJ stuff. So she talked about all that good stuff on Emily D. Baker tonight. Yeah. Erica does need that. She does need that, Rebecca. You're absolutely right. Wow. She will be broke as F. She will. Especially with all these lawsuits. And, her ex-husband's already going broke because of all of the accusations and all of that. We're finding out that he scammed people and money and organizations and stole from them. That's all coming out. He has to pay people a whole bunch of money back that Erica is not going to be getting any money from the divorce, guaranteed. And who knows? I don't know if there was a prenup signed or any of that. If she had signed a prenup before they got married, she might not get anything at all. We're going to find out. We are definitely going to find out. Yeah, when he showed up in Florida without her, what the fuck? How is he not a suspect? Just a person of interest. But now he's missing? Yeah. I bet he isn't really missing. I bet he really isn't missing too. As of right now, he is not at the house. So they're classifying him as missing as well, saying that he was not in the home. They clearly got a search warrant to go in the home to see though, which that's a good thing that they got a search warrant to do that. Him not being there, that's not so much a good thing. We need to know what happened to her. As for Erica, how many F's do we give? I'm just interested to see how all of it's going to happen. And that's why we don't want drama as in drama with us on the channel, but I like talking about stuff like that on the channel. This is what we're here for. So we can all talk about things like that because it's interesting. It's interesting to see what's going to happen with her. Truffle could be hiding, allegedly. Yes, he could be hiding. Mormons are very traditional, wife at home, fetching hubby's slippers, half a dozen kids, as little educate. That's true. I see my best friend in high school, she was a Mormon. She had an older sister and a younger an older sister, a younger sister, and a younger brother and her. So that was 4 kids. But her mom and dad they were kind of not a normal, traditional Mormon, as you would call them, but they did have some traditional Mormon things that they did do. And they're lovely people. And I learned a lot about the Book of Mormon and stuff like that I didn't realize back then from her. And I thought it was so cool that she was a Mormon back then. And I thought, wow, maybe one day I should convert. Not realizing until she taught me more and more about the Mormon religion as I got closer to her. I went to church with her a couple times to see for myself and all of that. But that's what I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued with learning new things and different things and aspects and people and religions and animals and all of that I just like to learn. And it was interesting to learn about her religion and what was different from my religion, which was being a Catholic, to her religion, which was Mormon, and all the different things and the similarities. It was very interesting to learn at that point. Yeah, good point and very telling. So Rachel said his parents were awfully quick to call the cops because their kid's missing, but went to stay in backgrounds when it was their future daughter-in-law. Very true. Very true. Supposedly there wasn't a search warrant. His parents called cops because he's missing, and his parents let cops in the house to gather evidence to help try to locate him. So clearly the parents don't really know, or it could be their plan all along. We don't know. Because if the father was helping, they might have said, okay, we'll call the cops to make it look like you're missing when you leave and make it like we're worried about you. It could be a setup. I hate to say it that way, but people are crazy nowadays, and anything is possible. Anything is possible. His attorney released a statement saying he's missing. Okay. Yeah, I did. That's what Tina sent me. Oh, that's why they got the cops or her partner missing. Yes, yes. Is he their only child? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. We are going to definitely... Oh, no, don't worry, Tina. We're talking about everything. We're just chit-chatting. Now we're just having fun chit-chatting. I mean, if any of you guys want to come up here on panel with me and hang out, let me know. I'll send you the link and you guys can come hang out and we can talk some more. But this is very interesting to just sit here and talk about all of this. It's crazy what's going on. Now, he has at least one sister. Okay, so he's not an only child. Okay. Also, almost all Floridians are boinkers. They do make that joke. I will say that, even though I do know some people from Florida that aren't crazy, but so we have a radio show for the rock station here in my state, and they do a segment, and it's called Florida, because they think people from Florida do the craziest, stupidest things, and they talk about the stupid things that people from Florida do on the segment. But every time I hear of that, I hear the Florida in my head. Not gonna lie. I'll get a clip of his sister and send it to you. That's perfect. Send it to me and I'll put it up and we can watch it real quick together. Probably the humidity. It could be the humidity. Or it's the water. Yeah. No, but people from Florida do some crazy shit. Because I listened to that radio show, and you would be surprised some of the stuff that these Floridians do, and it's like, wait, what? In another podcast I listened to, it's called Crime and Sports. Not Crime and Sports. Small Town Murder. It's the same two guys though. Crime and Sports and Small Town Murder are the same two guys. They do two different podcasts, but it's the same two guys. And they have a thing about people from Florida being just crazy and psychotic and doing crazy stuff. And Rachel sent it to me. Yeah. So let's pull this up. All right. I'm gonna pull it up. And I'm going to pause it after the commercial, or the ad, I should say. Okay. And we have to go to StreamYard and do share to screen. Let's watch it together. So this is the first time for me seeing it as well. So we'll watch it together. Audio is shared. Perfect. Add to stream. Let me unmute because I have it unmute because I was watching the chat. I'll turn it up just a little bit. All right.
Gabby's parents beg for information from her boyfriend, and we hear from his sister for the first time. Trevor Alt has the story. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, George. Police have said that deafening silence from Gabby's boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, is hindering their investigation and search efforts. Well, this morning, we are finally hearing from someone in his family, his sister, speaking to ABC News. But even she seems confused and worried about how this is playing out.
This morning, Brian Laundrie is still not talking in the disappearance of his girlfriend, Gabby Petito, but a member of his family is finally speaking out.
They make such like this cute like YouTube couple too. It's sad because when all reality is they have just as much crap going on in their real lives as everybody else has in their real lives. She has zero emotion and hasn't talked to her brother at all since he's been back. Then what the fuck are you doing an interview for? That's true, but let's watch.
Me and my family want Gabby to be found safe. She's
we'll
like
watch the clip too that Tina sent me.
My children love her, and all I want is for her to come home safe and sound, and this to be just a big misunderstanding.
Laundrie's sister Cassie says even she hasn't spoken to her brother since he returned to his home in Florida from his and Gabby's cross-country trip without Gabby.
I haven't been able to talk to him. I wish I could talk to him. And I've cooperated every way that
Why haven't they been able to talk to him? If he returned, why haven't they been able to talk to him?
I wish I had information where I would give more. This is all I have is I gave to the police.
These body camera images show the couple just days before Gabby
we'll get
went
Rachel
missing.
on panel
Officers responding to a 911 call over an argument between the two near Arches National Park in Utah.
What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm just crying. We've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
According to the police report, at one point, Petito went to slap her boyfriend. He pushed her away, catching Petito off balance. She then scratched him in the face.
Sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I can get really frustrated.
It looked typical of both of them. Whenever they fight, they would take a little break and come back and be fine.
Okay.
That's what you do in a couple.
Cassie says her brother is someone who has always done the right thing.
He's a wonderful uncle. He's always been there when I need him. I
don't like the way she's looking. See, I watch body language. The way she's looking to the side makes me wonder.
But authorities say Brian is now being investigated as a person of interest in Gabby's disappearance.
2 people went on a trip, 1 person returned, and that person that returned isn't providing us any information.
Gabby Petito was last seen August 24th, checking out of a hotel with Laundrie in Salt Lake City, Utah. Her mother says the next day was the last time she spoke with Gabby, who told her they were in Grand Teton, Wyoming, on their way to Yellowstone. Then on September 1st, Laundrie returned to their home back in Florida in their van alone. Petito's family attorney recently reading this letter.
Her van. It's her van. So he returned home in her van alone. So what if he did leave her on the side of the road? What if they got into a huge fight and he left her on the side of the road? What if he did do something? I mean, this is clearly crazy. Yeah. He's a person of interest, not a suspect yet, supposedly. Yes, supposedly. He should be a person of interest. I mean, you coming back alone in her van without her and you're not talking? Why can't you talk? Talk.
Loud at a press conference, pleading with Laundrie's family.
And you have a lawyer.
Answers.
We ask you to put yourselves in our shoes. Please, if you or your family have any decency left, please tell us where Gabby is located.
And authorities are, of course, chasing every lead. We're told they're now investigating whether there is any possible connection to a double homicide a month ago in Utah, where a couple was found dead at a campsite not far from where Gabby was last seen. The FBI is now involved in both cases.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's get the clip that Tina sent me, which is ABC7 Chicago. Oh, no, that's yours, Rachel. Tina sent me, it was another news one, News Nation Now, where they just went to the home and the lawyer says. Let's get that video up. Let's watch that together real quick. All right, we got an ad. Skip ad. All right, so this is a 3-minute one too as well. So let's watch it together. I'm going to share my screen. It gets weirder and weirder. Yes, it does. And that's why I'm like, I got to sit down, put all the evidence that we collect and all of that together and just be able to talk about all of it in pieces and go over each piece together. Yep, I'm sharing. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know, I need my Josh to be like, you're not sharing the screen. At least I'm remembering tonight, guys.
It has been 18 days since anyone has seen or heard from Gabby Petito.
Days.
Tonight, all eyes are on one house in a Florida neighborhood, and that is the home of her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, and his parents. The last week, it has been quiet outside the Laundrie home. That changed tonight when police walked through a crowd of protesters into the house. That crowd has been growing with angry people yelling, "Where is Gabby?" We have a live look tonight at that home.
I get it. Like, you got protesters in front of your house, but why haven't you talked then? And now he's not there.
Brian is still not cooperating with police or Gabby's family. He is considered a person of interest, and they believe he holds the key into where Gabby is right now.
He does.
The possibilities are endless.
He was
in
the
a
last seen
cross-country
with
trip
her.
that spanned more than 2,000 miles. Investigators have received more than 1,000.
Oh, wow. So, all right, let's see. Daughter, all right. Left New York on July 2nd. They traveled across country. They got last seen at a hotel August 24th. Last time the family talked to him. Couple plans, Yellowstone trip never made. So the Yellowstone trip never made. Then they don't show it, but he clearly journeyed back to Florida. So he probably went diagonal all the way down to Florida. Crazy.
Tips since Gabby disappeared. And they are narrowing their focus here. Grand Teton National Park, that is the last spot they believe Gabby was seen. More clues could be buried in the many social media posts. That couple was sharing their trip on YouTube and on Instagram. And tonight we are tracing back Gabby and Brian's posts step
At least
by
they have
step
all of the Instagram and YouTube clips, and that's another thing. I'm going to be looking at all of this as well with you guys.
See where things match up and where they don't. But first, News Nation correspondent Brian Enton is live for us tonight in Northport, Florida. Brian, is Brian Laundrie in that home behind you tonight?
Well, Marnie, just within the last 2 minutes, this story has taken a very, very strange and dramatic turn. Apparently, we have just learned police do not know where Brian Laundrie is right now. I'm going to read you the statement that we just got from Brian Laundrie's attorney a few minutes ago. Be advised that the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie are currently unknown. The FBI is currently at the Laundrie.
Someone had to have access to her YouTube to take those videos down. Which, if, let's just say he has her phone. Where's her phone? She clearly has a phone. Where's the phone? With the phone, he could have had access to her YouTube to take the videos down. I mean, the FBI. Okay, so the FBI has the phone. Oh, the FBI took the videos down? I know there's like a 10-second lag. How did the videos get down? Do we know? I'll play the video while you tell me.
Residents removing property to assist in locating Brian. As of right now,
for sure.
the FBI is now looking for both Gabby and
the phone,
Brian. So everything we've heard for the last 3 or 4 days from police saying they know exactly where Brian Laundrie is, that apparently, according to the Laundrie family attorney, has now all completely changed. And no one right now apparently knows where Brian Laundrie is, and the FBI is looking for him right now. It's been a very dramatic night here in Northport.
Well, I'll tell you a little secret that I learned. So there's a site that archives a lot of YouTube videos. So like people like me that like to download random videos or a lot of people's videos off their sites, things like that. There's an archive site that you can even just give the link and the archive site will download the video as well. Or you can give them an upload. But so when I was looking at all the Trisha Paytas old videos and stuff where she was talking about the teacher and all of that, they have a whole archive site because Trisha has also deleted numerous videos off her YouTube in the last couple of days. Like hundreds of videos are off Trisha's YouTube channel. All of these videos are on this archive site. So I wonder if Gabby's videos are on this archive site. I'm definitely going to check into that after this too as well.
We've been watching the house for days. Tonight, the police showed up at the house. The FBI showed up at the house. They went inside the house. They came back out. They got evidence bags. They went back in, and then they also searched the car in the driveway. While we were watching all of this, we weren't sure what was going on. We weren't even sure if Brian Laundrie was inside. But now it's all becoming clearer because of this statement from the family attorney. The FBI is now also looking for Brian Laundrie, Marnie.
Because only the family knows places. So like in my parents' old house, for instance, if I needed to hide from the cops, in my parents' old house, in my old bedroom, we had it was on the top floor on the top of the house. There was a cubby hole, what we call a cubby hole. And in the cubby hole, there was all storage stuff. But what you didn't know was if you went to the right of the cubby hole and went past this little sliver of a wall, it goes into what was going to be, that never happened, the upstairs bathroom. So it would have been a whole little room that no one knew existed. And then if you went further down in the cubby hole, you could go all the way to the other bedroom on the other side of the house, which there was no access from that point in that bedroom area, only the bedroom on my side. If I had to hide from the cops, that would have been a perfect spot for me to hide. He could have been hiding in that house, for sure, that the cops do not know things like that, but only the family does. Very true. He could be hiding in that house.
Brian, was he
certainly
at
there's
that
been
house?
Progress made.
I mean, the protesters would have seen him leave, right?
And I don't know that we're to the point that we've got it.
And the parents invited them to the house. Exactly. Like, here, look.
So that was
he's not here.
A statement from the police earlier today saying that they were making progress in the investigation, but apparently now, everything has changed. We do not know where Brian Laundrie is.
Well, they're clearly trying to protect his son.
And
they
Brian,
know more
do we
than
have
what
any
they are
idea?
needing.
Have police given you any indication? Was he ever at the house?
No, they haven't. And we've been out here for 3 or 4 days. We haven't seen him come or go. Obviously, he could have left in the night, so he may have been here at one point, but we don't know whether he's ever been here. We do know that they were very, very serious in telling us every single day that they knew where he was, and that now that has changed.
All right, Brian, breaking news tonight.
Right? So the parents
coming in
said
developing
they knew where he was, they knew where he was, they knew where he was, and now they don't know where he is at all. Makes no sense. Because he just said, we'll go back a little bit. The parents said, in telling us every single day that they knew where he was. Boom. Thank you for the closed captioning, whoever put this up.
How that has changed.
All right, Brian, breaking news tonight.
Okay. I didn't go back far enough, but the closed captioning was a little behind. We'll go back. No, they and we've been out here for 3 or 4 days. So they've been out there for 3 or 4 days.
Whether he's ever been here. We do know that they were very, very serious in telling us every single day that they knew where he was, and that now that has changed.
All right. Exactly. So they knew where he was, and now it's changed. So how do you not know where he is? Hello, Melody. So good to see you, love. It's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy story. There's a room in the basement that was a perfect hiding place with the door shut. You never know the room existed. Exactly. Every home has one of those little hiding spots that you never know. Never know. My house had it. His house had to have it. Your house had it. Yeah. You never know. Very, very strange. And I believe Rachel sent me the link so I could follow as well. And he talks about how he flew back to Florida. So he flew back to Florida mid-trip to clean. That's so weird. Why would you fly back to Florida mid-trip to clean out a storage unit? I put up in a minute after this video. I'm pulling it up, girlfriend. Wow. And we're going to go look at it together. I'll share the page so we can all look at it together. That is crazy. Why would you fly back mid-trip? Mid-trip. Why? All right. Let me, before I forget, add to stream. See? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. They're asking the same thing. Why did he fly back mid of their journey? I mean, come on. That is so effing weird. So effing weird. The mysterious disappearance of Gabby, a Long Island woman who was reported missing on September 11th, raises new questions about with each passing day. Gabby and her 23-year-old boyfriend, Brian, were on a cross-country road trip in a converted van. Nicole, her mother, last spoke to her on August 25th, and her last known location was Wyoming. Her boyfriend, however, returned alone to his home in Florida 10 days before she was reporting missing to the Suffolk County, New York. Gabby was nowhere to be found when he returned with the van. However, it was recently revealed returned with the van. Okay, so he did return with the van. It was recently revealed that prior to returning from the trip on September 1st, Brian had traveled to Florida in August to assist his father in moving his and Gabby's belongings from a storage unit. He had apparently left his ex-fiancée at the Fairfield Inn in Salt Lake City for a few days and returned home. What happened on August 12th? 5 things to know about her mysterious disappearance. Here we go. Brian was in Florida from August 17th through the 23rd. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that's 6 days. 6 days that he left her and helped his father emptied the place where he and his girlfriend kept their belongings, according to reports. He allegedly returned to Utah after that, and the couple checked out of the hotel on the 24th. So what do you tell her? Oh, I'm just going to go home and clean out our storage unit? That seems a little strange. Nicole, on the other hand, is suspicious of the entire trip and why he felt compelled to clean out the storage unit in the middle of it. Me too. Where are my Gabby's belongings? The distraught mother wondered. Me too. In the meantime, Brian and his family have not spoken with authorities directly about the case and said they've hired an attorney. That is strange. I get it, though. Hiring an attorney because you want to make sure you don't not say or you do say or whatever. You want an attorney for certain things. But this just seems a little... If you are wanting to help find her, why are you hiring an attorney? Just seems weird to me. I wish I knew where the Laundrie family did that, Nicole said when asked if she knew where the Laundrie family did what they did. I understand that the strangeness of this story is one of the reasons why it's so popular. It's strange. According to the cops, we have no idea what's going on, and my daughter is missing. All I want to do now is to find her. In addition to a new theory that has surfaced and explains why Brian came to Florida in the middle of the trip, he and Gabby were reportedly involved in an argument on the 12th, and it's been speculated that he took a break before returning. A witness saw the young woman allegedly beating Brian during a fight in Utah nearly 15 days before she vanished. According to police, the incident was described as disorderly conduct in a report by the Moab Police Department. I do not believe the situation escalated to the level of domestic assault as much as it escalated to the level of mental health crisis, a cop said. When officers stopped Brian and Gabby at the Archers National Park entrance after responding to the incident called, the couple told the officer that they are in love and engaged to be married and desperately didn't wish to see anyone charged with a crime, according to the report. Gabrielle told me that she suffers from redacted, wrote responding officer Daniel Scott Robbins. She was struggling with her mental health as a result of her redacted, as well as minor arguments she and Brian had that day, which led to the incident that was reported to law enforcement. No time during my investigation did Gabrielle stop crying, breathing heavy, or compose a sentence without wiping away tears, wiping her nose, or rubbing her knees with her hands. Reddit users also voiced their opinions on Brian's visit to Florida and the return. So he leaves for 6 days and flies across the country to help his father clean out a storage unit. Someone wonders, is there anyone else who thinks it's incredible? Is there no one else more convenient for dad to ask? Is it more convenient excuse because I'm assumed they were fighting and needed some space? She stays behind and perhaps something happens to one of them while they're apart, making things even worse when he returns, resulting in a violent act of abandonment. Another person said her family said they were moving all of Gabby's belongings out of his parents' house and into a storage unit after the domestic fight on the 12th. I believe that they broke up. He went home to clear out her belongings. They reconciled over the phone, and he returned to Kay her soon after. Oh, these are just what people on Reddit are saying. Clearly, they were broke as they were eating instant ramen noodles and ordering Uber Eats from her father. BL most likely spent entire life savings on the trip, and then she broke up with him and he couldn't cope, among others, wishing for the best, adding the third user. Meanwhile, according to the latest reports, Gabby's stepfather, James, has arrived in Wyoming to assist authorities in the search. Brian's family is shocked and desperate for answers, describing him as selfish and the Northport Police Department has also designated the man as a person of interest in the case. As a father, I can imagine the pain and suffering Gabby's family is going through. We're pleading with anyone with information about her whereabouts in the last few weeks, including Brian. The investigation is being harped by Brian's lack of information. Yep, the answers will be revealed at some point. We will assist in the search for Gabby and anyone else who may have involvement in her disappearance. Okay, and I believe that is it. And I know Rachel just sent me something else. Let me go back to StreamYard so I can see what you guys are saying. This is fucking crazy. There is so much. Allegedly, I bet it's all lies. It's alleged. Yes, I really do hope you're feeling better too, Melody. I know that we have talked, so I know that you're feeling a little better, and that makes me feel good. I've done road trips and never had to resort to instant ramen. Same here. I'm just saying. Same here. I mean, you're knowing that you're planning this road trip, and I get it if you're using all of your life savings to do it, and yada, yada, yada. I can see eating ramen to subsidize spending money on stuff. That I can understand. Ramen's not bad. I can make a whole nice meal from ramen noodles. Just saying. But if they're saying that that's what they were resorting to because they didn't have any money, it's kind of, yes, that's kind of weird. This whole thing stinks. It does. It's insane. It's the poor parents. I agree, Kirsten. The poor freaking parents. I can only imagine what her parents are going through. Going insane. Well, let's see what else Rachel sent me. Scroll down towards the bottom. There's a video of this girl, Gabby's best friend. Okay, let's look at this. And we'll watch the video that's on this report. I'm glad that I ended up talking about this because I didn't realize you guys were so interested in this. I know I was interested in this, but knowing that you guys are all interested in it, we'll definitely be talking more about this together. So let's see where the video of her friend. Oh, I found it. Okay. Friend claims Brian. Okay. Let me share my screen before I play the video. He can't afford, yeah, right? He can afford a flight back home to Florida, but he couldn't afford money for ramen, only ramen noodle. That's kind of sketchy. It's like you have enough money to go to Florida. A plane ticket is not cheap. It's not cheap, guys. It's not. No. Share the screen. Yeah, right? You've lived full-time in a fifth wheel and never resorted to ramen only. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Like I said, ramen is not bad. You can make some awesome meals from ramen. Just saying. But I can see eating ramen to subsidize it. Like, okay. Let's see. Why is this open? Close this. Oh, Josh is online. He should be hanging out with his friends. What are you doing, Josh? What are you doing, Josh? I hope he watches the replay and hears me say that. All right, we're scrolling. What are you doing? I got some high internet speed, by the way. We did a speed test, and I got some strong internet. So I don't know why this is taking forever. Tina, I saw that. What the hell are you doing online? I love it. All right, maybe there's a link that we can get to this video. View web source. No, just play the damn thing. What if I refresh it? Let's refresh the page, see if that helps. All right, let's scroll back down to the bottom. This is a beautiful. So these are showing pictures. I hate these stupid ad pop-ups. Oh, look at her there. So this is Rose. No, we don't want notifications. Thank you. Oh, is this the video popping up right here? Today's top videos? Let's hope. There's the sister interview that we just watched. More photos. This is the body cam footage. We saw some of that. More photos. Please question Gabby. Okay. We want to see the best friends. There you go. That's what we came here for. Which is all the way at the bottom. Go away, please. Whatever you are. Go away. I hate when it does that. Here we go. Gabby's stepfather discussing her. Let's watch this. I believe this is the one we need to watch. There's so many damn pop-ups. Yeah, and this best. Come on, play for us. Don't be a jerk. Maybe if I skip some. Oh, skip ad.
James
Here we go. Here we go, guys.
Known her since she was just about 3 years old, and I've been part of her life for the last 19 years with her mom, her father Joe, and her stepmom Tara. We made the decision to come out here because we realized we have great representation in New York with things going on there. My wife and our family and friends there. We have great representation.
Rebecca.
Gabby down in Florida with all the things that are going on down there with her father Joe, stepmom Tara. But we didn't have anybody out here.
And Rachel say the same thing. It's the daily
she was
fail. Daily Mail.
Traveling.
We got it. We got it, guys.
Through the West out here from Colorado to Utah, up through the Grand Teton region, and she was going to finish up in Yellowstone and then on to see a family friend. And we felt that we needed a presence out here. We needed family out here to let people know that we're here.
It does say the best friends in the video too, though, underneath.
It's been exhausting. It's definitely tired, but we're focused on what we need to do, and that's to bring Gabby home. So
yeah, but this is her step. Yeah.
We've been basically working almost around the clock.
But under the video says her friend in the
gather
video.
Information and just let it be known that we're out here and that we're looking for her. Through social media and different media outlets, a lot of people have been reaching out. A lot of people that are familiar with the area.
Good to see the family
familiar
come
with the
together.
Trails, the parks, and they're all offering assistance to come out and search, and we're very appreciative of that. And at this time, that's not what we're here for.
I'd love to learn Melody. You'd have to teach me.
Focus on what they need to do, and that's actively investigate and follow up on any lead that they have. I don't want to talk about fears. As a parent, from the moment your child's born and they come into your life, I don't think you ever stop worrying about anything they do.
It's true.
It doesn't matter how old you are and how old they are.
That's true.
That's just an instinct of a parent, and especially a mother. A mother's instinct, always knows best.
Yep.
But our hopes are that she's somewhere out here safe. Someone will see her or find her, and we'll get her, and we'll get her home safe to us, to her family.
I'm praying.
We used to camp a little bit, when she was younger. Nothing like this. Not that long ago, she took a trip out here, more along the West Coast, California area, and they fell in love with the area, and she wanted to come back. She wanted to do all of these parks and hit all of these beautiful
Josh is
places
drinking
around
vodka,
here
guys.
and experience life. And that's really what she's about. She's about, living in the moment, experiencing life, and just enjoying it.
Hell yeah.
We're just pleading with anybody and everybody to please take a look at the pictures online. Go to the if you have Facebook, we have a Find Gabby page.
I'll have to add that. Find
Our
Gabby.
friends and our children have been incredible with other social media outlets, TikTok, Instagram, reaching out to these influencers with large followers.
Hell yeah.
And just getting the word out. Take the time and look. And if you're out here in this area, if you've been out here in that time frame and you have pictures, video, please go back and see if there's anything in there where you may have seen her. And
well, Melody, you'll teach me, and we can do that. We'll
all
be
that information is going to help us.
Distant treatments together.
And, we're just pleading.
I'll learn for you.
With
I've always
boyfriend's
wanted to
family
learn too.
Please, stop staying in the background and come out and help find Gabby. Help give us the information we need.
Come on, you
Whatever
said it was a
information
best friend video. You did.
We need to know. We need to.
Daily Mail, you did say it.
So just on that note, the boyfriend was made a person of interest today. Does that surprise you?
We were made aware of that earlier today. I'm not going to comment too much more on that, but he was with her. So
He was.
He has to know something. Families are
Fail
are
mail,
aware of
for
the
sure.
Statements made by his attorney. It's unacceptable. It is unacceptable to us.
Why can't he talk?
We deserve more. Gabby deserves.
You can have your lawyer there, but why can't he talk?
She deserves to be found and brought home safe.
He's hiding something if he can't tell them where she
step up and do the
is
right thing.
or what happened. Even if they got into a fight, say, we got into a fight.
Children, no matter what.
Ugh.
I understand that.
It rages me.
But it's also about teaching your children the right thing and doing the right thing, no matter what the circumstances are. Whatever
No, it's
may
fine,
have
Rach.
transpired or didn't
No
transpire,
thumbs up. Exactly.
They need
You
to.
lied
they need
to us,
come forward
fail
and start
mail.
speaking to law enforcement agencies and be forthcoming.
But
with
it's still
information.
good to see the stepdad sitting
The
there
longer they
talking and
the
giving out
longer it's gonna take to
information.
bring her home. And
Notice
we need
his
her
body
home now.
language. He's looking
So,
at the camera
they have
and
to.
talking. Now, when the sister was
not a
talking,
matter
she was looking away.
Sit back. They have to come forward.
Hi, dearie
For
Vet.
Gabby, for everyone.
So good to see you. Yeah, it is. It's so sad. And this is what this was our last topic of the night, and we've gotten pretty invested into just looking at all the evidence that we've all seen, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, the story and everything that's been happening. I'd love to know why. Here, and so you guys don't think I was kidding. It says, share or comment of the article, Gabby's best friend claims Brian Laundrie was jealous and controlling. So it made it seem, oh wait. Oh no, these are just protesters calling for Gabby's boyfriend outside the house.
This is heartbreaking.
Crazy.
I have 3 little girls. If this was my daughter, I would go crazy. I do not know how
Glad
mom
that
and
all
dad
these
can
people
sit
though
in
are
that
out there
house and
talking.
support their son and not at least say, well, this is the last time we've seen Gabby, or this is where Brian left Gabby.
I can't
We
wait
need
for your
information.
women's panel
Gabby
on
needs
Sunday, Dear Vet.
to be found.
Guys, if
Whether
you haven't checked
it's
out
in
Dear Vet's
Florida,
women's panel that she does on
Utah,
Sundays,
Wyoming,
you
anywhere,
gotta
we need
check it
to know
out.
Gabby is. Her family is
It's always
sick.
awesome.
They can't eat. They can't sleep.
Can you imagine?
I would
Josh
lose my
just
mind.
Can you
DM'd me
imagine
saying, are
just
you okay,
your daughter's
honey?
dating some guy, they
Should
go
I
on a
tell him
road
we're
trip?
still
I mean,
live
that's
streaming?
that's
We
how
don't want
you-
him to
that's
come
how
on
you end-
here when
that's
he's
how you lose
drunk.
your daughter. That's how you never see your daughter again because she went on a road trip with the wrong person. Can you imagine that? That's horrible. That's devastating. I don't understand how the people that live in this block ain't out here yelling at these people to tell them, hey, tell your kid to work with these people. Find out where this little girl is. Bring peace to this woman's family. You know, I couldn't imagine. I honestly, to be honest with you, with all of you people out here, if it was my daughter that was missing, I can't think of anybody that would stop me from going in that house, grabbing that kid, and
I agree. I mean, I'm so glad that these people are out there protesting, trying to find out information, because what does he know that he's not just sharing? Why can't you share what information you have? He was last with her. What's this one? Police spotted arriving at home of Gabby's boyfriend. Okay. So they're going over pretty much all the stuff that we've already kind of seen and watched already. Fail mail for sure, that's for sure. It's supposed to be the best friend. And then after this is all fail mail videos. But up above here, you can see the photos of her and her best friend. Right there. I believe that's Rose right there. No, there was one of Rose. I didn't see it. Here's the incident report that goes over everything that happened. More of the incident report. This is the video of her in the car. I know Rachel said this is heartbreaking to watch. So I will share this fail mail link with everybody, just so that if they want to watch it too, and watch it after the live. Sister, we saw the sister speak. That's her mom. Oh. And here's the map. Okay, which we've seen this map. The only thing we don't have is from here down to Florida, where he got. I asked Josh if he wanted to come say hi, just because he did me. And he says, "How are you still alive?" Laugh out loud. I'm half pissed, and plus, which means he's drunk. And plus, I'll get struck because of music. So, Josh is a little drunk and tipsy. It's all good. We understand, Josh. It's not IG. You can't sing your karaoke for us. There's the sister. This is the sister's video again. And photos of the sister. I mean, I will give it to Fail Mail. They do have a lot of photos, a lot of information. Here's Rose. All right. You only got the photos. You don't got the videos of Rose speaking about it. Come on, Fail Mail. You lost points right there, Fail Mail. Oh, wait. Here it is. Gabby's best friend. We got it. We got it. Now we just gotta wait for it to load.
Bold.
I saw that you said to stay at 5G.
Break free from the pack in the new 2021 Ram 1500 during Ram Power Days.
We're having fun. That's why we're still on here. I mean, it's not talking about this, but we're enjoying a conversation. That's why we're still live.
Ram 1500
Sorry,
Motor Trends Truck
Josh.
of the Year 3 years in a row.
Enjoy your karaoke and your friends. Have fun.
And zero security deposit
Oh, I
during
hate
Ram Power
advertisements.
Days. Hurry in or shop
No, we
online
can
because
full
offers end
screen it in
September
the
30th.
meantime.
Rose, how did you meet Gabby? Roughly 2 years ago, I got a message on Bumble for friends, and it was, "You seem so cool. I want to be your friend. Can we be friends?" And I was like, "Of course." And from there, we started hanging out every day. And kind of weird to say I met her on Bumble for friends. People always laughed at us for that. But hey,
They look
glad
like
she came
such
into my
good
life.
friends.
And how was your friendship? What did you do? Well, our favorite thing was this ice cream shop that unfortunately we found out yesterday closed down.
They're drag racing, by the way,
So that
on my
was our
street,
first
so sorry if
go-to,
you
and
hear
then other
cars
than
in the
that, we were
background.
pretty just kind of chilling all the time, just hanging out and talking. And she came
Uh-oh,
everywhere
don't
with
let
me.
Josh know you're the
We
karaoke
joked
queen.
around and said she
He'll
was
go on
my,
competition with you, Melly.
what do we call her? emotional service human because everywhere she went, just to like, just always cheering me up, you know.
And how soon after you first met her did you meet Brian?
It was about the second time we hung out. I went over to her house, either second or third time, and he was hanging out there, and yeah, that's when I first met him.
What was their relationship? Or what is their
On the outside, he's very charismatic, so it seems very loving, and there's no doubt in my mind that she loves him, and I know that, and from how I've always seen it, he loves her.
But
of course, like any relationship, there was arguments, and she come stay at my house when there was arguments just to like get away from it, you know.
It happens.
And I didn't ask most questions because if she wanted to tell me, she could tell me, you know.
I would as a friend. Just tell me what's going on. Talk to me.
I couldn't give a number, but I mean, within the first year, I mean,
that would be wonderful. A face-off between Melody and Josh. Yes. Woohoo!
Yeah, well, we were supposed to go line dancing. It was ladies' night, and her drive is about 30 minutes to me.
Let me see if I can
and
turn up the volume any more.
She realized her ID was missing.
Hold on, I can turn it up more.
Really big.
Oh, I turned it off.
And it was a jealousy issue, and
that's as far up as
a huge argument between them. And she came over and cried and just talked to me about what happened and told me all that she was comfortable telling me.
Did you feel that their relationship was getting more problematic?
I do believe that their relationship, as they kept going on, was getting a little, problematic. I mean, just seemed like there was more and more arguments, and everything she did, I feel like, you know, he thought was wrong. And even as she said in the body cam, he didn't even support her with her blog, which that's not what a fiance or boyfriend does.
True.
They support you with anything you want to do, and that in itself, you know, made me feel like it just continued to get worse.
Oh, that stinks, Rage.
What's your message?
I just wish him and his family would realize how serious it is, and my friend's life is at stake.
Yes.
And I would really just appreciate it if he would speak up. And he saw her last. If he says something, he has more information. Even just one little thing gives us a place to start. I just wish he'd say something.
Exactly.
If anybody knows or sees any information or thinks they have any information, please say something. We're relying on you to say something. That's all we can do right now is hope that people say something. I want to find my friend.
I'm with her. It's so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. Oh my God, this story. I'm glad that we are talking about this because we are bringing awareness. Even as a small little channel that I am with you guys, we're bringing some kind of awareness to people that might not know about this. Fail mail. I will give it a fail mail. They did have some stuff in there. Of course, that was one of the first videos that they showed too. They have all the clips and photos of them dancing in rows. iPhone app, okay, Florida. Gabby's best friend Rose has claimed the fiance was jealous and controlling partner in the relationship. Pretty much everything that we've heard from Rose just now is what the fan mail is saying in the beginning. I'm her only friend in Florida to my knowledge. Oh my God, that's her only friend? I wonder if he was so controlling that he wouldn't let her have friends either. Like, I don't know. It just sounds... Yay! I'm glad it's louder. Yay! It's so crazy. So crazy. So crazy. Well, I'm so thankful that we talked about this, and I am going to be doing a lot of research. Yeah, she's from Long Island, New York. That is literally a half-hour boat ride for me. I say half-hour boat ride because where I am, because I'm on the coast, from where I am, if I take a boat across the little bit of water that there is, I'd be right there in Long Island. Now, if I was to drive to Long Island, it'd be like 2.5, 3 hours because you got to go up and around and back down. But I could take a boat there in a half hour. So she's very close to me. We got to find Gabby. We got to find this girl. I wish I could go to Utah or Wyoming, wherever they are right now, looking for her. Yes, thank you. Twitter, Northport Police. I'm copying that right now and going to add that. Northport Police. I'm adding it as we speak to my Twitter. If it loads for me, go home. Homepage. There we go. Search Northport Police. And they said that they have a Facebook group. Find Gabby, I believe the stepfather said. So I'm going to definitely check out that. And yeah, it's the first pinned message on Northport Police. Know anything, please call 1-800-CALL-FBI. So if you know anything about Gabby's whereabouts, please call 1-800-CALL-FBI. Which, wait, does that make any sense? Call, C-A, yeah, it does. Okay, there's 4 letters in call. I was going to say there's only 3 letters in FBI, but that makes sense. It's just the way they did the dash. It confused me for a second. Guys, thank you. And wait, Twitter, please, Chief Todd. Okay, yes, I saw that. NPPD, Police Chief. Okay. I believe I just saw that too on this Twitter page. I'm going to click that and add that as well. Yeah, top right here. Yes, you're perfect. Thank you, Rach. I'm going to follow him too right now. You're wonderful. You are wonderful. So, what we are going to do is I'll make a room on Discord, okay? I'll make a Gabby room on Discord where we could put all of the information that we all see, find, hear, all of that. I'll put it on Discord. I know Kirsten's not on Discord right now, but I'm still working my magic to get her on there. And Truffle, we want you on Discord too, so get your butt over there. And Rebecca, we want you on Discord too. Yes, we're going to put all the information out there, and we're going to put it all together, and we'll put it all out there. Exactly. You never know who will see this. So I'm going to I don't know what day yet. We'll figure it out together. We'll have a day set. We'll do a live stream, and we'll put out all the information that we find together out there. And then I can even label the stream for like Instagram, YouTube purposes for the algorithm that people, when they search, they'll only see that video live stream. And then that way, you never know who can see it. That way, we have all the information that we found. Here it is. I'm going to check Reddit too, because I hate to say, as much as Reddit has a lot of crazy, weird things, there is a lot of great information also on Reddit. So I will search the Reddit pages for us. And like I said, anyone has anything, please send it to my Twitter, send it to sunshinerystrio@gmail.com, or I'm going to start using my other email, which is sunshinery.yt@gmail.com. You can send it to me on Twitter, Gmail, or on Discord in the Gabby room that I'm going to make right now after this stream. We'll put everything together. Anyone that wants to come on panel and talk and hang out with us and put the information out there, be more than happy to have you up on panel with me, and we'll get this information out there. We'll put it on Twitter, IG, Facebook. After the stream is done, we'll put that video out there for anyone and everyone to watch with all that we have found and collected for anyone to watch and see. So you never know how this can help. And the more information we find and that comes along as the case is going, we'll do another live stream and we'll put all of that out there as well. Because I want this girl found. Clearly, she's another creator off of YouTube. She loved YouTube. She did YouTube like I like doing YouTube. And as a YouTube creator, the only thing that I can do right now is put this information out there. And this information can only help maybe find somebody or someone just randomly click to watch or see that can find her or might know information. Maybe they're watching, an exotic layer video and they see my freaking picture over there under the comments and they click it just by chance and they see the video and then they're like, wait, I know that girl. You never know. You never know. Things happen for a reason. So that's the only thing that we can do to help right now. And as much as I'm going to keep praying for her, her family, and for Brian to talk to the freaking police, I know all of you guys are going to be letting me know and helping me, and we'll do this together in our little small community that we have going on here. But this is what we can do to make it better, and I'll put a little video of all of her pictures and all of that we can play too during the live stream, so people maybe that don't know who she is but know her face also can see the photos and all of that, because that can also help as well. But I love you all. It's been a wonderful stream. I appreciate everything and anything that you guys give me and show me, because hey, we can only help fellow creators out, and if this brings Gabby home, this can only help. And yes, I told Truffle before she needs to send me some links to these guinea pig streams, because I like watching the guinea pig streams, and I don't think Truffle knows that, but I do. So you got to send me some links. I want to see these guinea pigs. I watch some crazy things besides, all the YouTube drama stuff. I watch the YouTube drama stuff for you all and for my sake too, because we all like to see a crazy dumpster fire every now and then. But yes, I did put some links in. Perfect! Yay! Thank you, darling. But yes, I will check out that account. I'll put it on screen for everybody else to see. Check it out. And remember, Dairy Vet does a women's stream on Sunday night. And Selfie Queen Cindy will be doing a live, I believe 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Her second live stream. Check her out as well. And like I said, we'll see what we can do. Oh, wait. Let me see before we go. Tina sent me something. Let me make sure. Before we go. All right, we'll watch this one quick little video before we go. So it's another little Victor store owner says missing woman and fiance were in store. This is a great video we can all watch really quick before we leave. And then after that, no dumpster fire emoji. Right? Listen, when we reach 1,000 here on some Sunshinery, when I say we, I mean all of us, because this is all your channel just as much as it's my channel. When we reach 1,000, that's going to be an emoji that I'll make for our memberships. A dumpster with a fire in it. Yeah, I know it's around dinner time, but hey, you could put like an earbud in and listen, because usually it's just a bunch of the women talking. So sometimes I'm cleaning the house anyways, just listening to Dairy Vet's women stream, and it's still good just to listen to. But yeah, you can always watch it on the replay. I watch it sometimes on the replay because sometimes I'm busy. It happens. Let's watch this crazy Victor store because this is interesting. We'll watch this Victor Store one. And let me see what Rachel sent to me, too. I have to stop sharing this one and put it on. Wait, I can switch screens. Hold up. Control C. No! My computer is being a bum. So I have so many things open. Let me close some tabs. All right, now I can share it. Share my screen from 2 weeks ago. Potato, the no-toed pig. Ooh, very interesting. A no-toed piggy? Oh my gosh.
In our top story tonight, we are getting a better idea of the timeline in the Gabrielle Petito missing person case in Wyoming.
Of course, it started before I could share
in
it.
Victor
We'll go back
says
a
the
little bit.
22-year-old woman and missing person
There we go.
case in Wyoming. The owner of Rustic Row in Victor says the 22-year-old woman and her fiance came into her store on either August 25th or 26th. In a Facebook post, Wendy Wolstenhume says they discussed their trip to Teton Park, as they called it, and plans to head on to Yellowstone next. Wolstenhume says she told them about the west entrance and that they would need to go through Tetonia and Ashton. She didn't comment on what the couple were doing in Victor or how long they were there or where they went next. We sent a team to Victor, but the store was closed at the time.
Damn.
And we were told Wolstenhume was out of town. Among other areas, authorities
The
have
store was
confirmed they are searching
closed.
Grand Teton
Damn.
National Park for
Rachel
Gabby
said I
Petito.
didn't have to share
A
this, but
visitor at
this
the park
is the
said he
stepfather's
saw them
Twitter
searching.
page for those who
And
don't
we
have
noticed
it.
that there were 5 or 6
Check it
people
out
high vis
if you want
and
to
jackets
follow
on
the
walking
story.
in a specific line 5 or 6 feet apart, looking down at the grasses.
Authorities are asking anyone who saw the couple or may have pictures, possibly of their white transit van, or you may know where she might be, to contact the FBI. Now, Gabby Petito went on a months-long road trip with her fiance, Brian Laundrie, and
She
then
is
went
so
silent
cute.
3 weeks ago. She was reported missing by her family late last week, and police say her fiance is not speaking with them. He went back to Florida, where they live, and never said she was even gone. Laundrie is a person of interest in this disappearance. He is not speaking on advice from his lawyer. Now, currently, protesters are at the home in Florida where they live together. This is live right now. Authorities
Yeah, so this
are
was
there
live
as
tonight.
well. Some of them went inside this yellow home. Others, the authorities standing outside because of the protesters.
They got a camper in their driveway. P.S. Why didn't they take the camper on the road trip? Just wondering. But hey, just wondering.
Calm, let's say.
The van is
Again,
cute
this is a live
too.
look at
Less
the home
gas.
in Florida. And authorities just barely, just before we went to this, searched that soft top Ford Mustang right there in the driveway, the silver one in the front.
So they're collecting
This story
evidence
is
as well as
developing, and we
searching
will
for
have
him
more as it
if they're searching
continues,
his car. I mean.
forward.
So what the story was, Rach, let me skip this ad. All right, that was it. So it was Victor store owner says missing woman and fiance were in store. But when they went to the store to get more details, the store was closed. So there really wasn't that much details about them being in the store. And I guess the store owner's away currently. So they got to wait to get more information about that. Yeah, campers eat a lot of gas. Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, but it's more comfy when you do a cross-road trip kind of thing. So yeah, I get it. The van is cheaper on gas and all of that. Yes, that's the father's Twitter that I posted. Thank you, Rachel, for giving it to me. And if you guys are interested in following this case, please add the stepfather. And if you know anyone that hears anything, sees anything, you see anything random, give them the phone number, 1-800-CALL-FBI. You can also give them the father's Twitter page. Even if you're scrolling through Twitter like I am, or random YouTube channels, and you see a comment saying like, I've seen this girl, or I've seen this couple, give them that information. I know you guys will. You guys are wonderful people like I am. But it's been a long stream. We've been here for 3 hours and 10 minutes. And I know it's Friday night. I'm going to go on to the Insomniac chat in Discord if anyone wants to come join me. And I will be searching more information on this. Like I said, you guys have anything, feel free to share it. I'm going to make a Gabby channel on Discord. And if you're not on Discord with us, hit me up on Twitter or the Gmail links, which I will put both of my Gmails real quick. Sunshinery trio@gmail.com in the live chat right now, or because they're both linked on my phone, I am trying to switch over to sunshinery.youtube@gmail. That's going to be the new email for the channel, because honestly, we're not a trio anymore, so we don't need that one. But I still have them both linked. So that way you can email me at either. I will see the email, or I do have the Twitter app now on my phone, guys. So if you do tweet me, I do see it. It might take a minute for me to see, but I do see it. Let me know anything that you see, and like I said, we'll put it all together. We'll come back here either Sunday or Tuesday, because I don't stream Tuesday night. We'll put everything that we all find together. Anyone that wants to come on panel, let me know. I'll send you the link, and we'll get this information out there, because like Rebecca said, you never know who will see it. That's what we can do to help Gabby and the family, and we will do it. We all want to see her come home safe. We all hope that she is safe. We all hope that it's just a big misunderstanding and that she is safe out there, and that's all we can wait for. Oh, you mod for the woman too? Okay. Definitely checking out the guinea pig channel. Definitely. I wish I had let me look it up really quick, and I'll put the link in for us really quick before we go. I just put in the first one and it comes up guinea pig. Yeah, found it. Oh, she's a guinea pig rescue. See, I knew there were like guinea pig YouTube channels, but I didn't realize there was like a whole guinea pig community like this. That's amazing. That is the channel link there. I will also put it in the description for all my replay crew. We love you too. She co-owns one pig. Oh, they co-own one pig. Okay. And that's her sister. Oh, awesome. Thank you for that, Truff. Definitely check her out if you like guinea pigs like some of us do. And Angela, I saw you. I know your cousin passed away, Angel. I'm so sorry, babe. We love you, and I'll tweet you after this and give you my condolences as well. I'm sorry, babe. If you need anything, you know I'm here for you. If you just want to chat, I'm here for you as well. All right, guys. It's been fun. We've had a great YouTube weekly recap, and we will be back on Monday for the astrology stream, and we'll figure out whether it'll be Sunday or Tuesday that we'll come back together for the Gabby live, that we'll put all the info and put a little video of all of our photos out there as well. Thank you all for coming. I love and adore you all. I love and adore the people on my replay crew. Thank you so very much. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and if you're on the Discord, I will see you there. If you want to join the Discord, email me. I'll be happy to send you the link. But I love you all. Have a great weekend and stay safe. Bye, everyone.